How we doing today? Hopefully we're not lagging. OBS is saying that we're straight red, so I don't know. Reset the Wi-Fi, turn the desktop off, can't figure it out. Let's see. YouTube. Come on. Is there like no way to view this on my phone? Like, come on. Looks like it's fine. Yeah. How we doing, guys? How we doing, guys? I see 12 people, and I don't see any likes, man. Make sure y'all hit the likes. Hope we doing all right this morning. We go have a good morning. We got another was it Crazy Ben, or the guy that did the Lego stuff? We got he did an not necessarily an announcement, but he talked about what the police had said. Reckless Ben. We got another thing from Reckless Ben. State of play should be today, so we'll have lots of games to look at tomorrow. I'm not gonna break my neck over games that just aren't out. I mean, I'm not gonna. Do we even have anything that's worth looking at? It doesn't really seem like it. Oh, what is this shit? Another woke ideology game. Oh boy. Unmi. I can't believe it's June already. It feels like the year just started. That's nothing. Is it Super Meat Boy? No. This looks good. I don't want to deal with the copyright, so no copyright for you. You will not fuckery my stream into the ground. No, thank you. I really thought this was going to be a good game, but it has no single player functionality, and it's just another 5-player slop. One person plays as Michael Myers, and then 3 to 4 people play as the actual victims. It's Garbo. Well, no, I'm sorry, dude, but if you're trying to make a single player game in 2026, that can't even be played in offline mode. I'm sorry, dude. I don't see it going anywhere. They'll probably have the server shut down in a matter of a couple months. I mean, a lot of people probably hop on the train, but I mean, with limited things to do in the game, it's just not going to last very long. That's honestly what I think. I just don't think that it's going to be lasting for very long. It's like a detail of the maps. I mean, I like the idea behind it, but I don't know. Is that Dave the Diver? Dive or Die. Children of Rain. The hell is this? No thanks. I mean, it's creepy. Do we have any actual substance here? Is there any gameplay? Okay, we have gameplay. Not a lot of gameplay. Woo! This game might actually be pretty good. The Twilight Project. Huh. It's a lot of indie horror games. What is this?
It's a simple job for men with nerve.
Hello, I'm
Occultist?
Danny,
Alright, I'll do Occultist.
game designer
I
at
didn't even
Garage
realize.
51.
This is 2 minutes. Where's the Occultist? Where's that at? Did we pass it? Cosmic Fear. Where's the Occultist? Halloween. I don't see it. This Canyons one looks really good. But it's also 4-player slop. Yo, that... I can't go back. Probably gonna be a lot of people playing that game. What is this?
Station outskirts. Attention.
Whatever happened to that cock game? Whatever happened to that fighting cock game? I want to see more of that game. That's the one I want to see. I want to see that, like, that. That's what I want to see. Where's that at? No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. No, no, no. Where's it at? No, nothing. Huh. Oh, maybe they canceled it. There's the one that looked like Dynasty Warriors. I don't even know what was it called? Does anyone know what it was called? Oh, how's it going, Chatterus Gaming? How's it going, man? You doing all right? Oh well. All right. Caterpillar eyes? Oof. Okay, what we gotta do? Let's do Verdant. Sure. Where's the sound?
That man's head.
What?
This bird is attempting to reproduce with that man's head. But why? Well, this adorable little guy is the kakapo. And the answer to the question basically boils down to the fact it f***ing sucks at being a bird.
I'm like, what do you say f me for?
To begin
Yeah,
with,
I mean, they're pretty stupid, right?
its
Some birds are really stupid.
wings
Like the
are
dodo.
f***ing useless. The kakapo is huge, weighing in at 4 kilos.
Why are there... Is that, like, just how the fur looks? It looks like it's being taken over by some kind of, like, fungus or something.
Which is 2.5 kilos heavier than any other bird in the parrot family, which is probably why the
So it's more like a chicken. What does it taste like?
kakapo is literally the only parrot species on the fucking planet that can't fly. He is so rotund that he just hops along the ground.
He can't even run.
Suck at reproducing. See, in order to attract a mate, male kakapo will dig a hole, plant themselves firmly in it, and then start spamming vine booms at the top of their lungs 8 hours a day for 3 months at a time.
Bro, so you mean to tell me that this little gooner fucking digs a hole, puts himself in the hole, and screams at the top of his lungs for a mate to come to him?
The problem is their call
Yo!
is very low pitched, which means that while females can feel it from miles off, they can't pinpoint where it's coming from, so they end up alone. When this happens, the defeated male f***s off and attempts to mate with a rock. Or, as you saw at the beginning, a journalist's head.
You are being shagged by a rare parrot.
Now, by this point, you are probably asking yourself, how the fuck has it survived this long? And the unfortunate answer is that
It's not. It's probably going extinct, just like the pandas. Pandas do dumb shit like falling out of trees onto their children. So like, I
really fucking hasn't. See, the reason this feathered squeaky toy has evolved the survival instincts of a crusty sock is because it is only found in New Zealand, a place that naturally has no predators. None of what I just said is a problem when you're basically playing on peaceful. Tragically, that little Union Jack in the corner of the New Zealand flag means it was colonised by the fucking British. So suddenly, there are cats, dogs, and early on, people trying to turn the poor thing into a KFC bucket.
Yep.
And its only defensive mechanism is standing still.
Man. Well, you know what's really sad? Is that I even said that whenever I first saw it. I was like, I wonder what it tastes like. Literally everything. Dude, they showed up to that island and they were like, ooh, look, free chickens. They don't even fight. They don't even use spurs to like fight back. They just kind of accept it. They're like, hi.
Their population dropped as low as 49 birds.
Oh.
And they are still critically endangered to this day. Certified British Empire moment. This bird is attempting to reproduce with This pig went on an alcoholic rampage. No, that's not clickbait. This really happened, and as with all good drunken rampages, our story takes place in fucking Australia. More specifically, it starts in the middle of fucking nowhere, WA, where a couple
Yo. I've officially accepted Australia as Ciliad from Elden Ring. It's toxic, dude. It's everything in Australia just wants to kill you, like in Ciliad. That's all there is.
As any good Australian would. These lads brought with them the camping essentials. Let's see here, we've got swags, box of snags from Woolies, and most important of all, beers. And those beers are why, at 4 in the fucking morning, these lads were suddenly ripped from sleep by a really weird sound. A low snuffling and grunting noise, followed by the sound of bending aluminium. So, to ensure they weren't being attacked by, pick a native Australian animal, they got out of their tents, turned on a torch, and shined a light at it. And what they found was a wild pig shotgunning all of their piss. And
Damn.
I don't mean 1 or 2 beers. No. Daddy Pig was on a serious bender because he managed to down 18 fucking cans.
Bro, that pig just went through all of their stuff and just ate it, just drank it all. So, is this like a scary movie? Is this like happen in real life? Does the pig like end up trying to kill somebody?
Fun fact about beers. Once you hit the 18 mark, all of your stats are redistributed into strength and you gain the frenzy debuff. This is why, after being spotted by the torch, the pig fucking sonicked away from the now empty six-packs, knocked over the garbage cans, paused, turned around and ate the garbage, then continued sprinting to a nearby paddock where it started headbutting a fucking cow. This really pissed off the cow, who turned around to face the pig. And it was at this point, looking up at the very pissed off Big Mac, the pig realised he genuinely wasn't built for this shit. Yeah, this little piggy turned around and fucking booked it out of the paddock, being closely pursued by the ghost of burgers past. The cow chased him around a car for 10 minutes before giving up, leaving the still drunk pig to stumble away and pass out in a fucking bush.
Yo, that pig had an actual life.
This pig went on an alcoholic...
Yo, that pig went crazy. One more.
This frog deliberately breaks its own bones.
Oh.
But why? Well, you see, this is a hairy frog found on the west coast of Africa, and the reason it hits a brutality on itself, ironically enough, is self-defense. You see, these guys are small, coming in at an incredibly respectable 3 to 5 inches, and tipping the scales at only 150 grams, which is a problem, because they also inhabit the ecological equivalent of a fucking FromSoft game. Africa is one of the only places in the world that gives Australia a run for its money, with Mr. Frog here having to avoid birds, snakes, and rats on his walk to work. Now, in order to...
So you mean to tell me that this dude is so low on the totem pole he can get eaten by a rat? This thing's screwed.
To avoid this scenario, most frogs either run a high-level stealth build, or dress up like a fucking highlighter and cover themselves in everyone's favourite liquid.
Neurotoxin.
But the hairy frog has read one too many X-Men comics. Because this thing actually has another name. The fucking Wolverine frog. Okay. Because these little guys have claws, but not traditional claws like a cat's, which are made of keratin and freely extend and retract without an issue. No, instead, the finger bones on a hairy frog's hind legs are held in place by a small bone at the tip of their fingers. And when threatened, they snap the longer bone off the tip and through their fucking skin.
What? That is insane. So this thing literally is like Wolverine, only it's coming out of the fingertips.
And then, new weapon acquired, they employ the London self-defense strategy. This frog deliberately...
Yo. Okay. Let's look at this reckless Ben. Let's get into it. Let's get it. Let's do it. Let's get her done.
Police Department has responded to the video I made about them.
I am the Chief of Police for the American Fork Police Department. I'd like to address the members of our American Fork and Cedar Hills community regarding some videos currently circulating on social media.
So now I will offer a response.
Who? This guy needs this guy, Reckless Ben, needs an award. He needs an award. He managed to raise the volume of this stupid police department.
To their response. There's a lot of new information in this response that I've been wanting to get for a long time, so we'll go over that first.
Okay.
One of the main questions in my video was, why did I get swatted for stealing the Legos when this wasn't a mystery to the police officers and they knew that I didn't steal the Legos, that Josh stole the Legos.
He basically stole a $200,000 collection of Star Wars Legos.
But still, why did they raid my house for stealing the
they're
Legos
corrupt.
when there's an overwhelming amount of evidence that Josh stole the Legos? When I requested the body cam footage of this to try to find the answers myself, they redacted everything. And they claimed it was to protect the
Mossy Oak.
victims. However, one of my friends set up a
Morning,
GoPro
Mossy
as we were
Oak.
getting swatted, and we caught the entire conversation on camera.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
For 3 months, the police department's answer has been, this redaction is important because it protects Josh, the victim of this case. However, we can clearly see that the police are looking for Legos and they saw no Legos. And they redacted.
The YouTubers wouldn't even be involved with this if those jackasses did their job. Like, why are you at the guy reached out to create the Reckless Bin in order to get the Lego situation solved. Why would Reckless Bin have the Legos? That doesn't make any damn sense. Like, what?
Did this because they were embarrassed that they made such a stupid decision to swat the wrong person. They were so embarrassed of swatting my house for stealing the Legos that in all of the police reports, it is completely redacted. The police department wants this information hidden so bad that they're willing to break the law to hide this from everyone. The only reason I know about it is because of the receipt I got the night I was released from jail and my friend's GoPro that was recording. So even though I've been asking them for 3 months why I got swatted, they finally came up with an answer, which is the Airbnb host told them that I stole the Legos.
During contact with the Airbnb owner, the owner reported overhearing conversations about possible stolen Legos.
So hold on, wait a minute. So you know that this guy has been harassing your police department and these idiots for months now about an estimated $200,000 worth of Legos. And of course, they're talking about it in this Airbnb, which, by the way, is sketchy as shit. How does this guy know that these guys are talking about it in an Airbnb? Do you have microphones? Was he on the property? What's going on with that? And yet, you're busting down their house because they're talking about it. Yes, they're talking about it because they're trying to get the damn Legos back.
Specifically, officers wrote in the search warrant affidavit, the homeowner also disclosed that he could hear multiple individuals inside the residence speaking about possibly stolen Lego toys they had taken. Based on that information, officers added a request within the search warrant affidavit seeking authorization to also search for and seize possible stolen property, including Lego merchandise. 4th District Judge Roger W. Griffin reviewed and approved.
Man, that's crazy. It takes them 2 times to try and push a lawsuit, but you guys just go and talk to this judge once and immediately procure the ability to SWAT these guys. Man, that must be nice, huh? I wonder what it's like being a CEO in a small town like that and owning the police.
The search warrant.
I always like giving people the benefit of the doubt, and I will take the police officer's word on this, but something fishy is going on here.
Obviously.
Everything can just be cleared up if you unredact the audio and let everyone see the truth. Also, after we got raided and the police officers found no Legos, all of this footage has been redacted too. And my guess is if the police unredact this footage, we will find out the answers once and for all. While we were getting swatted, one of the police officers decided to injure me for absolutely no reason. He claims it's because I was trying to make a fast movement.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
But when we replay the footage, you can clearly see I was not making any fast movements. However, the police department has an answer to this.
During Snyder's detention, Lieutenant Adamson took hold of Snyder's right arm. Lieutenant Adamson later reported that he felt Snyder tense his arm, at which point Adamson moved Snyder's right arm.
You know why his arm tensed? It's because whenever you pull somebody's arm back, it doesn't go that way. Yeah, big surprise if you push someone's shoulder blades down and you pull their arm up in the same motion, they're either going to drop to a knee or their arm's going to tense. Yeah, that's what the body does. Asshole.
Arm behind his back to place him into custody.
The police department has made it clear I did not, in fact, make any quick movements like The police officer claims I did.
And even if they did, all they have to do is watch the footage, and it's obvious that they're lying. I mean, like,
The officer was lying.
this isn't even a question.
But not fully, because I did tense my arm. However, he lunges at me extremely fast before he even touches me. So how could he even know that I was tensing my arm before he even grabs me? That doesn't make any sense. There's only one solution. This police officer has psychic powers, and he could tell that my arm was tensing up before grabbing me. However, this makes no sense, because if the police officer did truly have psychic powers...
I mean, like, it's not even reflex. Like, if you push your finger like that, I mean, you're not going to be able to move it, right? It's the same thing with your arm. Like, there's a reason why, for example, in karate, whenever you see somebody grab their arm and then you put your hand on their shoulder blade and you push them down and you pull their arm up behind them, that's why they drop to a knee. It's because you're about to be in a lot of pain and the body knows that. That's why it's kneeling out of instinct. That's what the body does. Like, that's just what it does. It's no different than if you did this. Like, you're not going to want to bend this back any further, so you're just going to do this, right? It's the same difference, but your finger is effectively your arm. So, like, you feel how tight your finger is, your arm does the same thing.
He would have known that we were not the thieves, Josh and Brandon were the thieves. So this can't be the case either. I'm trying to have an open mind with these different possibilities of what this could be, but literally the only outcome left is that this police officer injured me for no reason. However, the police have another response to this of why I must be lying.
In the X-ray image displayed by Mr. Snyder in that video, a small L is visible in the upper right-hand corner of the X-ray. The L indicates the image is that of the left shoulder. The video shows Lieutenant Adamson handling Schneider's right arm during the arrest.
Yes, the stock footage I used to show what a dislocated shoulder is.
Yo, he dislocated that dude's shoulder? Are you fucking kidding me? That's unlawful force. There's no way. Dude, he grabbed that young man so hard it dislocated his shoulder? Are you fucking kidding me? No, dude, you need to sue the shit out of that department. Absolutely not. That's gonna haunt him for the rest of his life. Whenever you dislocate your shoulder, it becomes incredibly easy to do it again. And every time after that, it becomes even easier. Like, are you kidding me?
Image that's clearly not mine,
Bro.
because I didn't go to the hospital. I went to jail. So how could I have taken this picture? But anyways, the stock image I used is of a left shoulder when my shoulder that got injured was my right shoulder. When I was editing this,
You changed your name, you did, didn't you? It used to be the Base Taste.
Think highly of my audience that they would have known that this was a stock image and I wouldn't have to spoon feed every tiny detail to my audience. But now I realize that there's another portion of my audience called the American Fork Police Department that maybe I do have to spoon feed every single piece of information to. So I'm going to use this as constructive criticism, and in every single episode going forward now that I know that the American Fork Police Department's watching, I will be forced to spoon feed every single detail. As a professional slackliner, dislocating my shoulder is almost a monthly thing for me.
Oh, okay. So, like... Oof.
The whole weight of my arm is just on this bone.
Boon.
3 days before I got arrested, I had a really bad ski accident where I had a really bad dislocation of my shoulder, and any movement at all would have dislocated it. So I will say here, I don't think that the police officer was purposely trying to injure me. I think to a normal person, this would have been fine. But for me in particular, this was not good, but it was still unjustified. And the police officer was just making up an excuse, and now they're making up an excuse to defend it. Another thing I find shocking is the chief...
I mean, I'm sorry, dude, but I hate to say this, but my EMT tells me that the cop used reasonable force and that because you've dislocated your shoulder so much that it was just what your body does at this point. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I've been to too many dislocated shoulders to call it anything. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I want to be on his side when it comes to the dislocated shoulder, but I know too much about the dislocation bullshit, and it sucks, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the cop's fault. Though the way he was grabbing him, I mean, if you are injured in your shoulder, if he had a shoulder injury and he was grabbed like that, I guarantee you he would have been screaming in pain. So I don't know why this cop decided. I didn't even think that you could still grab people's shoulders like that whenever you're like, I know that whenever you, let me back up. Whenever you grab somebody's arm, typically I see the police officers not putting their hand on the shoulder. And I think it's probably because they were having a lot of dislocation problems with arrests. I noticed that a lot of them grab the wrist and bring it down and under the back, the swole of the back, right? Where your back, below your shoulder blade. Holding somebody like this, you're not going to be able to do, this puts doing this puts so much strain on your shoulder, and then whenever you twist it to bend it to put it behind your back, this shit just hurts. Like me just doing this, I feel a lot of strain right here in my shoulder and right here. So I can see it being standard operating procedure for a police department not to grab somebody like that, because the thing is you're not going to be able to bend that arm on some people without dislocating their shoulder or causing massive shoulder damage, even with the rotator cuff. That's why, whenever I see a police, I usually see them trying to bend the elbow here backwards, right? Because doing this is unproductive. And if you've got someone's hand right here, you're in a bad spot. You're not going to be able to bend that arm worth of shit.
Chief of police, even after reviewing the dash cam footage, says that we ran a stop sign.
Richardson initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle for failing to stop before the stop line at a stop sign and failing to stop completely at that stop sign.
The chief of police looked at this video and said, we ran a stop sign.
It's like a Snuggie, but not. It has pockets.
And now he's using that to say, this was a legal traffic stop. The police officers did nothing wrong. At this point, we thought the best thing to do was to take Josh to court so he can be legally accountable for the crimes he committed. However, to do that, we are first required to serve him court papers. So we did what the law told us to do. We got a process server, and we went to his house to do this the legal way. However, Josh did not want to do this the legal way, and instead called the police on us.
Joshua Johnson contacted police and reported he was going to shoot someone as a result of the ongoing harassment. Multiple officers...
Okay, so if he shoots somebody, that's premeditated murder. You can't shoot somebody for standing outside on your property. That's not how it works, man. If they break and enter your home, you can, but if he goes and he shoots somebody, he's going to be locked up for a while. And instead of saying that to the public, you need to be saying that to the guy that is threatening to shoot people for trying to serve him letters to go to court. That's not how this works, man. You need to do your job as law enforcement. You need to inform him that based on that information that he is spreading, that if he were to shoot somebody, he would go to jail for premeditated manslaughter if somebody dies. That's not, I don't know what the hell this guy's doing, but this sheriff, if he hears that, he needs to get his ass in gear before somebody gets hurt or worse, killed. This is absolutely ridiculous.
He immediately responded to the area.
Josh was so scared of going to court that he would rather shoot us.
But remember, he was the one saying, oh, take me to court, take me to court, take me to court, take me to court. Well, yeah, they did. They won. And now you just roaching out, bitch. What happened?
Josh's logic here is that if he can murder the process server and if he can murder me, then he can get away with his crimes because there'll be no one to sue him in court. However, sadly for Josh, murder is illegal. And now he just admitted his plans to the police officers. The American Fork Police should at least be arresting Josh for trying to use murder as a way to get out of court.
Exactly.
But sadly, for some reason, they arrested me instead.
Trying to find you back. Am I being arrested? You're under arrest right now. Really?
Something about this seems off, and all of the answers are in the body cam footage. However, they redacted all the body cam footage. So this is where I think if we all come together as a community, we can somehow convince the...
What did I say yesterday with this? that law enforcement office should be thanking its lucky stars that they haven't been doxxed yet. And guess what? I think that just happened. Not that they've been doxxed, but that they don't know exactly what police department it is. And now that everybody does, keep cooking yourself. You know, I love slow roasts. They're the best kind of barbecues.
American Fork Police Department to unredact this footage so we can find out why they arrested me and not the guy who threatened to murder me. However, the American Fork Police does not want to unredact the footage right now.
No, they don't. Of course they don't.
Made up a new excuse of why I was the one justified being arrested.
That's right.
Officer Sumbot contacted the Marion County Circuit Court in Oregon to verify the legitimacy of the paperwork. The court confirmed that the case was indeed legitimate, but that papers had already been served and no hearing date had yet been scheduled.
The police department said the reason they arrested me and not Josh this day is because they called to confirm if this was a real court case, and they said it was real. However, the papers have already been served, and now I'm doing this solely to get YouTube content. And if that's true, I would like to see footage of it. They released all the raw footage, and that part doesn't seem to be in the raw footage.
It's already been to court, or are you allowed to tell me kind of where they're at with the case?
So you mean to tell me this dude lied giving a press conference? Blatantly. Holy crap.
There is no hearing date set, and there hasn't been a hearing in the case yet. All I see is the claim that was filed. I don't see proof of service or anything. A hearing wouldn't be set until a response is filed by defendant.
Okay, so the defendant needs to be served with papers before the...
Bro, no way. Dude, I refuse to believe that this sheriff's office is this stupid. I refuse to believe that these idiots are this stupid. Oh my god.
The case will, I guess, start.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for your help.
Bro, we got the Dollar General Police Department, boys. We got the DG, the police department.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, bye.
Right here, the police officer admits that it is March 10th.
On March 10th, 2026.
However, you can see here that Josh doesn't get served until 3 days later, March 13th.
Oh, no. You shouldn't be. If you go to the... Someone can't view the shorts feed. Something going on with YouTube again? Oh, that's the wrong button. Let me see. Let me go to view channel. No. If you go to the channel page, it should be there. Go to the channel page. If you click on the top one and that's not it, then click on the bottom one when you go back to the channel page. It's there.
How could Josh have already been served on March 10th if he didn't get served until March 13th? Unless Josh is a time traveler. There's only one way to clear this all up. American Fork Police Department, show me the time machine. So now, they say that I have done all the check marks which constitute stalking. Let's go through them.
Individual commits stalking if the individual intentionally or knowingly engages in a course of conduct directed at a specific individual.
So yes, I did do an action that was targeted at a specific individual, but that's what's required by the court if I want to take someone to court. If someone steals your stuff and you go through the legal process to take them to court, it is not considered stalking. I have a right as an American to sue him.
Is reckless as to whether that course of conduct would cause a reasonable person to fear for the individual's own safety or the safety of another.
The second check mark is that if a reasonable person would be scared. The police are claiming that since this action made Josh scared, this check mark is complete. However, they have completely forgotten about the term reasonable. As we can see, Josh is not
on the stream, guys.
a reasonable person. This is someone who multiple times has tried to silence someone by accusing them of being on heroin.
Here's the crazy thing. They told me that they took over that location because the owners were using the location to fund their heroin addiction.
What?
Yeah, and that's how they took it over. and saying they had like a pigeon in there that was crapping all over the Legos and it smelled bad, all this stuff.
This is someone who threatened to murder me just for trying to serve him papers. This is not a reasonable person. It is not reasonable to threaten to murder someone just for serving papers. A reasonable person would accept the papers. So that second checkbox.
Here's the thing. Like, if that guy threatens to murder somebody, that, like, the best thing that police department should have done was take those papers with this young man, walked up to the door, and served the papers, and the police should have said, you either take the papers or you go to jail. So that way, he has the body cam footage, he has the YouTube content, the guy that is obviously in the wrong gets served, and, you know, it all gets taken up in court. But no, instead they're out here arresting him for trying to sue somebody for taking $200,000 worth of Legos from a guy trying to sell his Legos to pay for his grandchildren's college. And then the excuses are just falling out of this dude's mouth like it falls out of his ass when he's taking a fat shit. Like, the police department,
I even
right?
tried explaining this to one of the police officers early on.
What the law says is if the average person would feel unsafe by our behaviors, so I think he's feeling unreasonably unsafe, a reasonable person would not feel unsafe in this situation. Well, I can say the same thing. I feel unsafe trying to conduct business with him, and he calls the police on me to hide. I feel unsafe because of that. Because we had a 3-hour search in our car. He said we had heroin in our car yesterday. We had a 3-hour search in our car. That makes me feel unsafe. I think that's reasonable for me to feel unsafe. It's not reasonable for him to feel unsafe.
Yeah, exactly.
So Josh is actually the one who said he was going to murder me if I take him to court. But now, I'm the one that's being looked into for threatening to murder Josh. How does this make any sense?
Mr. Johnson alleged that Mansell had hired Benjamin Snyder to harass, stalk, vandalize the store, threaten to murder the manager of the store.
Now, let's go to the heroin claim. We got pulled over by the police, and they claimed that we had heroin on us.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because
I didn't think that they could do... Is this not an unlawful search? So, like... So what happens if they subpoena records from this police department and they never got a tip on heroin being in this guy's car? Like, I didn't think that you could just search or look through someone's belongings if, number one, it was an unlawful pullover, right? Because they claimed that he ran the stop sign, but he didn't. He came to a complete stop, and then they pulled him over after he made his right-hand turn at the stop sign. So not only did they originally unlawfully stop him, and they got the dash cam footage of the police car, right? But they also proceeded to search his car based on a tip. I thought you need like a court order or the approval of the owner of the vehicle or, you know, property in question. I didn't think they could just search property like that. They can't use someone else's word as probable. Yeah, I didn't think you could just do that. Like, what state allows that to be taken as probable cause? Is there any state that allows that? Is there any state in the U.S. that allows the police to search your vehicle on a tip? No. No state in the U.S. allows police to search your vehicle solely on an uncorroborated or bare bone tip. Because the U.S. Constitution 4th Amendment protects you from unreasonable searches, officers must have probable cause to search a vehicle without a warrant. So, not only did they pull this man over unlawfully, but they also searched his vehicle unlawfully.
Most of this footage is redacted, so again, there's a big mystery of what happened. Can we all come together and convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this so we can find out the truth? However, what the police is claiming now is that they did not get a call saying that we had heroin on us. Instead,
so why did they search this guy's car?
They could just tell from the second we pulled over that our eyes were glossy.
It doesn't matter. That's not probable cause. That's crazy, bro.
During the interaction, Officer Fraughton indicated he believed Shaw's eyes appeared glossy and expressed concern regarding possible impairment.
If we look back on the raw footage, this is what the police officer said his first interaction with us was like.
Good with these guys being able to drive?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't see anything clear as day with Tyler that I noticed.
What's the goal?
Right now? Yeah, I was gonna scare him a little bit and let him go. Is all I really was gonna do.
I wonder how. Let me see. Is there any state in the U.S. that the police can search your car because they think that your eyes are glossy? No. In the United States, there is no state where police are legally allowed to search your vehicle solely because they believe your eyes are glossy. Under the Fourth Amendment, a warrantless vehicle search requires probable cause, a reasonable articulable belief that the car contains evidence of a crime.
Charges, or are we just tired of them being annoying?
Oh, look at that.
It seems hard to take what the chief of police is saying seriously because so far almost everything he said is
Thanks,
a lie.
Rooster. W. Rooster.
The only way we can actually find out the truth is if we unredact everything. We already know the victim's name is Joshua Johnson. Why do we have to keep that protected? His name is already out there. None of these redactions are protecting anything except for the police. And now I want to acknowledge my friend Sheldon's arrest.
The group stated they were supporting a GoFundMe campaign for a dying man. One of the individuals later identified as Sheldon Norcross.
Yeah, didn't you know that? Everybody's dying. Oh, what are you like, stupid or something? Yeah. You know, did you guys know that we all have a form of cancer? It's called old age. It slowly kills us over time. Yeah, y'all didn't know that? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all dumb or something?
Officer Richardson then decided to seize Norcross's phone, pending the approval of a search warrant, in order to preserve potential evidence and prevent the deletion or alteration of any data.
That's right.
According to Officer Richardson's reports,
oh, they are. They absolutely are. And what really sucks is that these police officers give every other officer and hardworking individual that work as law enforcement a bad name. It's because of these schizos right here are the reasons why you have a lot of these, I mean, they really didn't need a reason. These crazy people protesting to defund the police. It's because of law enforcement officers like this.
Norcross was informed that the phone was going to be seized. Norcross immediately began manipulating the device.
The police officer claims that Sheldon was arrested because he opened his phone to start deleting evidence. However, we can clearly see in the footage Sheldon's thumb is heading towards that lock button to lock his phone. His phone was open when he pulled it out, and the phone was transitioning from on to off, not from off to on. From this response, it almost...
And it doesn't even matter, like, if that's... Unless they have a subpoena from a judge, there's no... Like, how is it that the judge is pushing for them to get evidence from this guy's phone, but they won't even process the fact that the other guy, the CEO, lost in court already and owes them a lot of money? He hasn't even been arrested for that, even though it's criminal. I don't understand how you're sitting here harassing a bunch of YouTubers instead of going after the guy that committed the crime.
Seems like the police officers didn't even watch the video. So American Fork Police Department, if I'm your teacher, here's your homework. First off, learn the facts of what actually happened. Second off, stop lying about the facts. No one's believing it.
No one's believing it because there's actual audio and video showing that they're lying. They're blatantly lying to everybody, and they're not unredacting the cam footage and releasing it. So they're obviously trying to hide the fact that they're a corrupt little police department.
Is unredact the audio that makes the police look bad. Some of the best lawyers in the United States are reaching out to me right now, so eventually...
You need to grab all of them. You need... Dude, if I was this YouTuber, I would be like, hey, I want to gather a team of lawyers. I want I want at least 5 to 10 lawyers. And I'd be putting together a task force of lawyers. You understand me? I would have these guys meeting at a round table discussing how badly we're gonna fuck this shit into the hole. How much fuckery can we cause? How much pain and misery, financially, legally, can we cause this department and these CEOs?
Actually, this is going to get released. Wouldn't you just like to get this over with sooner rather than dragging this out? The more we drag this out, the more content we get, so this only benefits me to drag this out. It doesn't benefit you. If you unredact the illegally redacted parts now, you'll win over audience support much faster. It's kind of funny, because a lot of you guys probably think I'm like trying to like make fun of this other cop by how he was talking.
Brother, you mind turning up the volume?
Yo, it's true though. Bro, like, just speak up, you fucking soft-spoken bitch. Like, goddamn, dude, you are supposed to be giving a press conference. Why does it sound like you're talking in someone's asshole? Like, come on.
Holy, it's actual ASMR.
Speak up.
Wow. I cannot really hear him. Why is he whispering?
No, I'm actually just like super sick right now. I haven't been sleeping because I'm trying to get out part 3 as fast as I can. And that's caused me just to like stay up all night, every night, and not sleep. And now I'm sick and have no voice. But yeah, I guess it kind of, I don't know why that police officer was talking with such a low, quiet voice, but that's why I am, at least. I wasn't making fun of him. I literally am just genuinely sick. But if you want to see part 3, subscribe to my Patreon at patreon.com/recklessben. Part 3 will be up there very soon. Part 2, I'm only dealing with misdemeanors, but part 3 is when they start accusing me of felonies, so it gets insane. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to crank out videos in the meantime until part 3 is done. But thanks for all the support.
Yo, Reckless Ben. Go check out Reckless Ben on YouTube. We're gonna watch part 3 on YouTube. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. I got you. If you're new here, sub to the channel, hit like on the stream. I'm here every day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Chat.
We just got to see one of them in action at the toughest salty spittoon that this world has to offer. Pokemon vending machines.
Oh man, we got the What is this? That opened really fast. Yo, that's just down here? Huh. Okay. Oh, come on with this. Huh, we might use that. We might use that. We might end up using that, guys. Who knows? There you go. Check that out. Check out Moist Penguins on YouTube. You know who he is, man. Stop living under a rock.
An actual Viltrumite.
Are you for real glitching this shit?
Yeah, isn't that shit illegal?
What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, it is. Tampering with the machine? You can't do that.
I don't think it matters.
What are you doing?
Loitering. It's sad you have to put up a sign around this machine for loitering. You have to put a goddamn sign around the machine for loitering. Why even like, dude?
What are you doing? Getting posted everywhere, bud.
Already.
Good job.
Dude's head's looking like a zit on the verge of popping. So man threw up some Naruto hand gestures there. He's about to unleash some jutsu, but luckily he showed mercy. Now, for those that don't know, and I know I've already covered this, Pokemon vending machines have this subset of scalpers that are even more degenerate than the normal scalpers, and even...
I'm surprised they don't just haul the machine off. I feel like if it weren't for the fact that they knew that the machine would magically get more cards, they'd probably just haul the machine off.
Lower level of lovelessness, where they have found a method to glitch the machines to get more products that get around the buy limits that are in place to stop parasitic worms like them. So... this is one of those specimen that are glitching.
Damn, so they even have the machines that have a buy limit now.
That way they can get even more Pokemon product to scalp online. And he is...
How does that work, though? Because if it goes based on... Hold on, so, like... if it goes based on a debit card, right, and you use your debit card to pay for it, and then it locks your debit card out so you can't use it for 24 hours, but why would you use your debit card? Why wouldn't you use your debit card to go and buy a bunch of, oh, well, I mean, I guess if there's no actual, specific gift cards for the machine, huh? Because if you can use gift cards on the machine, then you would be able to go and buy a bunch of gift cards and use the individual gift cards to get the Pokemon cards out of the machine. But if they don't have gift cards, then
apologetically doing it here, unashamed, and it's about to get
And if
rowdy.
it's card only, you won't be able to get around it with money, so...
You gangbanger? You gonna look hard enough to be one, bro? Yep. Throwing up signs? You think you're cool?
That's not a gang sign, dumbass.
What you want to do?
What do you want to do? You want to get fucked?
Cool? What you gonna do, bro?
Get out of my face.
Huh? You want to kiss me?
Yeah, I want to kiss you,
wanna
fucking
kiss me?
fat.
What's up with you, bro?
It's starting to pop off. It's bubbling.
Hey, man, you want to bang? You want to smash bumps? Let's go.
Over here. Getting a lot of mixed signals. I don't know if they're about to start fighting or fucking, and neither do they. The hormones are rushing. Their central nervous system's firing on all cylinders. There's a lot of hormones going on, and we don't know what's about to happen. One of them might just start lactating. And they say love doesn't bloom on the battlefield. They've clearly never seen the Pokemon vending machine scuffles here.
You think so? I feel like there's definitely a way around that. Do the Pokemon vending machines take gift cards? Depends on the type of gift card you have. Prepaid gift cards. So yeah, you could just get a prepaid gift card. So like a Visa or a MasterCard, one of those prepaid ones, put money on it, and then go to the machine. But you don't need to be reaching up inside of the machine unless you're just trying to steal shit.
So yeah, Graveler,
So yeah, no, that would have been, like
the guy who's glitching it tries to make a threat. Like, what do you want to do? You trying to get fucked? So he was the one that opened that can of worms, and the other guy's like, yeah, you want to kiss me? Huh? You want to kiss me right on my tight little lips? Huh? My juicy little lips, huh? You trying to kiss on me, huh? Like, these are fighting words, I think, I guess.
Touch me again.
All on recording. I ain't touching shit.
Bro.
You guys are white trash, bro.
Bro, what is that little peach fuzz thing on his face? What is that?
Are fighting words.
Bro, I can't grow a stash to save my life, but I can grow something better than that little thing. Hold on.
Touch me again.
All on recording. I ain't touching shit.
Bro.
Look at that little peach fuzz.
You guys are white trash, bro.
You're white trash.
Bro,
Bro,
look at you. You look like you came out of trailer park.
Your fucking holes in your shirt, fucking nose, socks with Crocs. You're fucking weird as fuck.
Yeah, no. Either police are coming, you're gone, bro. You ain't glitching it anymore.
So Graveler now tries to box out on the Pokemon vending machine to prevent them from getting to it so he can continue to glitch it for his own gluttony. It's a very standard tactic. This is part of the meta here with scalpers. We've seen this a million times. But he also tried calling them white trash, which is really interesting when you look at him. Like, I don't know how his throat didn't explode from the irony of him being the one to say that.
This guy's got to be, like, memeing or something. I kind of wouldn't be surprised if this was, like, a fake video. Because some of the stuff he's saying is just too good. They're, like... He's either memeing on purpose, this is a fake video, or this guy is so sheltered, he has no better comebacks. Like, he hasn't left his house in, like, 60 years. Kind of, like, sheltered. Like, he was born in the basement and hasn't come out. Like, he hasn't gone out to school to socialize or anything to get his, like... Because he's running on, like, outdated comebacks, you know what I'm saying? You know that person that you meet that's, like... You just know, based on what they're saying, that they haven't really been out and about? It's that kind of, like, outdated software. You know what I'm saying?
There's not really heroes, and the lady that
you've either been around it or you haven't, and this guy kind of strikes
does
me as
mention that they're trying to get product here to rip it for themselves. Which, if that's true,
W200 Jules, ex Moose legend, W for Jules for the flow.
That's totally fine, but I always just have such a hard time believing that in the current climate because that is just a very common defense maneuver here that scalpers like to use because scalpers know that they're hated. The scalpers are more hated than mosquitoes at this point. Every normal person spits on them. So now they try and like put on this facade that they're actually collectors or hobbyists or even playing the TCG, which, let's be honest, they're not playing the TCG. So I just personally don't know if that claim is overly trustworthy since it's used by every scalper on the planet, and most collectors and most people who actually play the game aren't going to be the
W gifted membership by Megabytes. W Megabytes. Hell yeah, Megabytes.
Ones that are waiting in Pokemon vending machine lines
Charlie's
and
awesome.
ready to like
His politics are twisted, but he's good. He's a good
exchange
guy.
knuckle sandwiches over it, which is what this devolves into. Now, I will
And you know
say,
what's really sad is this is going to keep happening. You're going to keep having these guys sit here and try to scam out the machine, and they're not going to go to jail. They're going to be picked up by law enforcement and dropped up the road. They're going to sit there and physically assault some. Like, we're getting to the day and age where if you're getting assaulted, if you're someone's trying to punch you, beat their fucking ass. Beat the shit out of them. Because you know damn good and well the police aren't going to do jack shit. They're going to pick this dude up, and they're going to drop his ass off at the nearest Circle K. Or not Circle K, but like a gas station. And he's going to be walking around doing fuck all. You gotta, like, we're getting to a point where it's becoming more and more like the Wild West every day.
that it doesn't get to that point solely because of Pokemon cards. The girl's boyfriend
Gonna bribe
is
a
the
cop with a couple packs.
one who instigates the push that starts the actual fight, but it wasn't because of Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm on Twitch, Rumble, X, Kick. I'm on everything. Oh, by the way, guys, if some of y'all could pull up Twitch and kind of like bring the little you know, the voice bar or whatever down to like its lowest setting. Don't mute it, but if you guys just let it on the like lowest setting, I might be able to get monetized by Twitch. Might be able to move up in Twitch too while I'm at it. If I think it's like 6 people watching for 4 different streams or something like that, then I'll be able to get monetized on Twitch too. They'll be able to run ads on my stream stuff. So if some of y'all just open it up in another tab and, you know, head over to Twitch, might be able to get monetized on there too. It'll give me a couple extra dollars, you know what I'm saying?
may be arguing with Chungus right now, but he eventually does use tackle on Graveler, and it wasn't very effective. But it was only after
banned on Twitch? How did you manage that?
he insulted his girlfriend,
You
calling
know how hard it is to get banned on Twitch?
her a bitch, and that's when the fight starts. So it wasn't Pokemon
Is it
itself per
possible
se.
we can meet someone
You're trying
one
to
day?
steal everything?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It could be possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Out of here, bro.
Dude, stop touching me.
I mean, anything's possible.
Fucking touching
I
me.
thought about that too sometimes. I was like, maybe I could do a meet and greet someday. Who knows? I feel like that'd be a lot of fun.
Get the police here. Get out of here, bro.
Fucking stealing shit. Not even
Stealing?
paying
What are
for
you
it.
talking
You're
about,
stealing
bitch?
all of it.
Grab all your shit and
We came here
go.
for packs. I'm
Okay.
actually pissed at you,
People
bro.
who actually want to
You're
rip
a
shit,
retard.
get the fuck out of here. Get out.
Let's keep the video going.
Get out of here. Leave.
Go get the manager. He's clearly not leaving. There's no reason for you to try and get physical with him because then you just get brought down to his level if you guys aren't actually scalped.
Twitch is borfed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If you're trying to come up as a streamer on Twitch, and I'm gonna say it, unless you're botting, you're not gonna get anybody. I got a person, Base Taste. He's over there on Twitch. I would assume that he probably just stumbled upon it randomly because he doesn't watch big content creators, or he went over to Twitch from a different platform, like maybe YouTube or something else. Twitch is completely borfed because you need viewers in order to be higher up in their algorithm, and that's how more people click on you. But if you are trying to go into Twitch without having a viewer base built up anywhere else, you're not going to have a good time. Like, I would not recommend Twitch as your startup streaming platform. I would recommend TikTok. I would recommend, that's how Queso got his viewership, TikTok. I would recommend YouTube Shorts feed, anything other than just straight up Twitch. Because if you're only streaming to Twitch, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to go anywhere. I have been streaming on Twitch for years. Years I have been streaming on Twitch, and I've gotten nowhere.
If you are there to rip shit, as is the claim, then just go get the manager. That's the only way this shit ever gets solved, is when the grown-ups step in and get them out of the store. Or if the cops do actually arrive.
You guys are talking shit.
You probably did the same shit to our machine. You fucked everyone shit up. You ruined Pokemon for everyone.
I did.
No one gives a fuck about you.
Okay.
You're the white trash.
Dude, I don't give a fuck.
Go fuck yourself.
I don't care.
Go fuck yourself.
Get out of my way, please.
Touch me.
I'm not trying to touch you.
Touch me.
Call the cops.
I'm
on
not
this
doing
guy.
nothing. They're coming harassing me, bro.
I just saw you try to hit me.
I tried to.
Yo, W store employee.
Can I get it back?
Bro's cooked.
Get the fuck out of here, you dumb fuck. Yeah, you're ugly as fuck.
Yeah, I'll take
Bro, look at that peach.
Who do you think
Big
you
ass
are?
pimple on your face.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cute as fuck. That's exactly what I am.
We got closer to that man's face than any other.
There's nothing quite like watching a bunch of scalpers fight over a vending machine, bro. Just imagine the amount of Pokemon cards they'd sell if that vending machine like fell over and killed all three of them.
Human being ever has. And the camera, I bet, really.
And that's with the assumption that the other guy and the lady are actually trying to scalp. I don't know if they are or not. Nobody knows, but
having video capturing capabilities. We got his ass under the microscope there. Moving at like 3 frames per second, that's fucking lagging. Dude must have like a ping issue if that's actually how he's throwing punches. But maybe he was. He does seem like a loose cannon. I wouldn't put it by him. But
darling.
I'm not really sure if that was the intention there, to try and like swing on him right then.
Exactly what I am.
Cute as fuck. Yep, you are.
You're not getting anything else. Get the fuck out of here.
bro, why don't you just leave? Just leave, bro. You got what you could even just walk out of the store and then walk back in and keep doing what you're doing. Why would you sit here and try to be confrontational? You're gonna get the police called on you. They're gonna try to like do something to the vending machine because it's gonna go viral. Like, why do this? It's the entitlement that gets me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have done some dumb shit like this if I knew I could. I'd be up in there trying to get some shit for free, sure. Because, like, the store doesn't really own the vending machine, and if you're in there just doing that, then, like, what are they gonna do? It's no different than if you, like, broke into a Coke machine outside. Now, like, the Coke machine owner will obviously do something, you know, right? Like, obviously. But, like, to be this brazenly, like, bold about it and not accept the fact, like, just take your little hand cart, walk out of the store, put the stuff you got into your car, you know, go through and wait for these guys to leave, and then come back in and keep doing what you were doing. Like, why risk giving up the game because you just want to sit here and be stupid? You're just stupid, man.
What's wrong with you?
Touch me.
Why the fuck
Touch
did
me
you
so I
push
can
me?
fuck you like that.
You see that? He just tried
Touch
to
me.
put his card on the payment thing so that way this kid can't buy the Pokemon.
He just punched 3 people. Get the fuck out of here.
Shut up, bitch.
It looks like he's about to start crying here, the wambulance on its way, and he just keeps saying...
Look here. Look here. Here's the little rule to fighting. If the guy is already being combative and you push him, just punch him in the face. Like, because you're going to go to jail for assault regardless, at least make it worthwhile. Like, the thing is now this guy's liable for assaulting him because he pushed him. If you're gonna, you know, start the altercation, then start the goddamn altercation. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, now you're gonna go to jail for assault and battery. The least you can do is actually do that.
The same thing. Touch me so I can...
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think... Here.
See?
What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, you
Call her
want to
a
get down?
bitch.
Babe, stop.
She is a bitch. What's up?
Stop.
Touch me.
Babe,
Let's
stop.
go. Do it again. You think
Babe,
that's your
stop.
baby? Do it again.
Stop.
Let's go.
Stop. Stop. Guys, stop.
Damn, bro's wailing on him, bro.
Stop it. Stop it. Can someone stop? Babe, stop. Stop. Please.
I don't know if you caught that, but he was able to knock the Crocs off of that guy, which means he's entered into the DPS phase in the raid boss. He's found.
Well, I mean, he did flag up for PvP. I mean, what did he expect? I mean, shit.
weakness. So yeah, after he calls his girlfriend a bitch, that's when the guy pushes him and then they start fighting. While that's going on, some other Pokemon scalping opportunist slides in, just kind of scoots in there sideways.
That was a
like
child.
It's a fucking Splinter Cell
That was a
mission.
child.
He's activated his stealth training, and he goes in there and starts taking Pokemon product from the vending machine for himself. As they are fighting and like pushing into him, he's still in there grabbing the precious one.
Bro, we live in the day and age where you can't even go into a store and get Pokemon cards off the shelves because of there's just people that are in there taking everything. Like, why? Why? Like, seriously, just why? Okay, let's move on from this one. Okay, W Decoy, go check out. Dude, Decoy. Guys, hold on, guys. Hold on. I've got an announcement to make that I've been meaning to do. We are almost at 60K. We're almost at 60K subs. We're almost at 60K. I checked it this morning. I think I'm at like 59,960, something like that. We're almost there. Make sure y'all hitting like and subbing to the channel. We're almost at 60K. I thought I was never going to leave 59. I'm not even kidding, bro. I've been sitting at 59K for almost 2 years now. I thought I was never going to leave it. Hell, for the longest time, I was losing subs. Because nobody was tuning in. Nothing, dude. Now, we doing big things. There ain't no... I'm sorry, dude. This is a team. This is teamwork. Let me tell y'all something. There's a reason why whenever I start making enough money to not only support myself, but have, like, blowing money, bro, I'm going to be doing so many fucking giveaways. I can't stand these goddamn YouTubers that sit around here and they're like, well, if I get this sponsorship for Starforge, then, and I could give away free PCs that was given to me, then I'll do it. Nah, bro, I'm going to go and buy those PCs and I'm going to start giving them bitches away. You get all that money, bro, for what? You wouldn't have any of that money if it had not been for your viewers. I want to get 2 pallets of keyboards. I want to smash the shit out of one on stream for every donation I get. And then I want to just give away an entire pallet. And I'm talking good keyboards, not shit. That's what I want to do. I want to do that kind of stuff for stream. And we're going to get there. Don't worry, guys. We're going to get there. Come hell or high water. I have been brute forcing this for the past year and a half now. We're going to keep brute forcing the whole way. W chat. Y'all are the heroes in this, not me. I'm just the bottleneck. You know what I'm saying? I'm just where everybody comes to meet up. I'm the hub. I'm the fat hub area. W chat.
Campaigns for mayor of Los Angeles.
Okay. So check out Decoy, W Decoy, and also like the YouTubers that haven't given me copy strikes. Those also the beast modes as well. Those guys are awesome too. I don't give them enough credit either. That's why I started pushing their stuff in my chat. I was like, you know what? These guys deserve more.
Angeles, as Spencer Pratt deals with hecklers on the street during his live stream.
Oh, what is Councilman Rama's experience? Making drug addicts next to kids at schools? Is that the experience like? She likes drug addicts in front of kids' schools.
Can you answer the question?
My experience is making sure moms are safe again. That's my price.
You
Common
literally
sense.
have no experience.
Sure, Spencer only has a degree in political science from USC.
Well, how's it going, Jason? Welcome to the Chitty Chat, Jason. By the way, we got a Discord. A lot of people in Discord uploading new breaking news and stuff. It's like the top of the line politics up in Discord, thanks to Styx and Rachel. Rachel be blowing it up, bro. I like watching a lot of stuff that Rachel puts in the Discord. I know she probably gets a little self-conscious about it, but I wanna let her know that she's doing a damn good job in Discord. Dude, like, she is blowing me away with how good she is doing with the uploading breaking news content. It is damn good stuff. W Rachel, W Sticks as well. You know what I'm saying? Guy's awesome. Love Sticks as well.
Zero experience in turning Los Angeles into.
They literally out here in Los Angeles building like Rust servers, man. We got dumpsters that are on fire. You gonna sit here and cry and bitch and complain about the ozone layer? You got these idiots out here burning trash in the street. Where do you think that goes?
A third world country
Like, what are we
at
doing?
first world prices.
Look at this Rust. Look at this Rust server, man. What is this?
In turning
You got
Los
Rust. You
Angeles
got
into
them
a
building
third world
bases in the
country at
background.
First world prices.
Like, next thing I see, I'm surprised we don't see like Rust style like bicycle helicopters or something in there, bro. Like,
Give that to Mayor Karen Bass with the training she received from communist Cuba, as her final day of campaigning makes the mayor look like a more socially awkward version of Michael Cera.
Well, I think for the undecided voters to understand that they have a choice to make. And that choice is a reality TV villain? Really?
what's better than the person that allowed the entire city for the third time in 4 years to burn to the ground? Not to mention, they took all of the funding that was supposed to be, all the relief funding that was supposed to go towards the fact that their shit burned down, went to people in prison. They gave convicts money that was supposed to go towards people getting their houses rebuilt in California. The only convict that I see, the only criminal I see, is Mayor Bass.
How did that work for us on a national level?
I bet.
One of the most important issues in our city is people feeling safe. You can't feel safe if there's an encampment there. It's not safe for the people in the encampment, and it's not safe for the people around.
Ah, yes.
Then why are they everywhere? If what you're saying is true, then why are they everywhere? They're everywhere, bro.
She spent over $1 billion of our tax dollars.
Look at all that.
And only 4
This place is a fucking shit show. Look at this.
years, making LA
That used to be a street corner. Look at the rats. What are we in Paris, man?
paradise for mice. But of course, she still has supporters.
Broad daylight. Bro, they live in the life in that heap. How often do y'all see rats out during the middle of the day?
LA, a paradise for mice. But of course, she still has supporters.
Who do you want to win as mayor of LA?
Karen Bass.
And why Karen Bass?
Black Pride.
We're the racist ones, though, right? Remember that. We're the racist ones.
Why Karen Bass?
Well, I'm going to tell you something really specifically. She has supported the Ramadan Fest.
Race pandering is basically all she has left, as if you're willing to overlook all the suffering, wasteful spending, and literal plagues returning, then maybe this is the LA you deserve. But the worst part to both Mayor...
No, he's lying, dude. There's no way. Nuh-uh. Did the Black Death spread in California recently? No way. The bubonic plague has popped up in California. Yes, but it did not spread as a major epidemic. It occurs only as rare, isolated cases. Health officials confirmed a localized human infection of the bubonic plague, the Black Death, in South Lake Tahoe, resident who was likely bitten by an infected flea while camping. Oh my god, bro.
Soda and Councilwoman Ramen's action strategy is they're basically campaigning against their own administration.
The LA that I grew up in, first of all, was a lot cleaner.
Hey, if you guys want to share the streams and stuff, absolutely. If y'all guys want to use my content as well, as long as y'all doing like a reaction and y'all aren't like directly uploading it, I'm down with that too. Shit, like The content's on the platform for a reason, you know, like go for it. I like share it. You know, do reactions of reaction. There's like 2 corners that's actually on this video. There's 3. So
There were
you know what I'm
not
saying? Like
people
go for it,
sleeping
man.
on our streets. The city was actually affordable. You could rent an apartment, work part-time, and go to school. So it was a lot different. But
Just be careful what you do on TikTok. TikTok has a tendency to want to ban you if you're too like, number one, if you curse too much, and you just have to be like, it's like YouTube, only like way harder to not break their terms of service because you can't show bodies and stuff like that. But I would definitely not be cursing on TikTok at all because they will find any reason.
Fortunately, the city isn't affordable now, and we do have people sleeping on our streets, which is exactly why I ran for mayor, because I know how our city can be, and we're going to get there again.
Basora promises to solve all the problems she caused. It's Kamala all over again, saying, yes, we ran everything for 8 of the last 12 years with a 2-decade-long career in politics, or vote for me, because in year 21, I really mean it now. But when Basora's angle is, assume voters are imbeciles, Councilwoman Raman is just a typical windsock politician, swaying to say whatever she thinks is more popular than delivering.
She's just saying whatever she can to stay in power. That's what they do now. And they hope that people are still stupid enough to keep voting for them. And you know what? If you are still out there voting for Mayor Bass, if you think that only the poor people are suffering, just remember, a lot of people's houses burned down. It's only a matter of time before you're affected by this. Remember that.
One neither. Now it's one thing when she's switching up on her defund the police stance, but her hypocrisy on the homeless is much worse.
Like, I don't think a kid's going to be safer because a tent is 500 feet away from a school. You know, it's like whatever.
Yes, rolling your eyes at the families not wanting to see new drug users by their school is the epitome of a champagne socialist. But then they took the issue directly to her home.
And I realized that there were people setting up what was, I think, a fake encampment, like a homeless encampment outside of my house. I have 2
That's what we need to be doing. We need to be busing these people over to politicians and people that are against the removal of these guys from the streets. We should just be busing them over in mass to their neighborhoods and dropping them off. And be like, here you go. Don't worry, the police won't arrest you. Have fun.
Kids.
Yeah.
They didn't see it.
You want these illegals to stay in the country? Then you should be forced to open up your house because you don't believe in borders, right? You don't believe in borders, so that way, so now the police should just pick up any illegal that is here that has committed heinous crimes, and since you don't believe in borders, they should just drop them off in your house. That's what they should do. There's no borders, right? It's stolen land. Well, there you go.
Morning, but you know, I feel badly that I'm even subjecting them to that at all.
So your children seeing this isn't an issue, but her kids are clearly superior to yours, which just proves a vote for her means you proudly accept being her serf, where LA residents just have to accept this lawless, homeless mess.
You're on my private property. You can't be here. This is not a f***ing hotel.
But once it arrives on your political superior's doorsteps, only then can they
Then
receive
you're gonna see some change. You damn straight.
police assistance. Meanwhile, everybody else just gets randomly attacked in the streets. And I know this happened in Santa Monica, which has its own mayor but sees the same exact issues we do in Los Angeles, as it's just a couple freeway exits away from LA, and neighboring Venice Beach sees the same exact level of unsafe insanity.
Call the police because we have this dude here yelling at us, my kid.
Man, you just think about how annoying this is. You got this dude standing out here, a Fent zombie, just standing out here causing problems in this public park. You got kids around. You got people just trying to enjoy the park because their taxpayer dollars pay for it. You know what a human right is? A human right is being able to enjoy the taxpayer dollars that are ripped away from you every single paycheck by just going to a park. Basic human rights and decencies don't matter to these people as long as they can continue to push their stupid little narrative. It's completely.
I don't think it should be now like this because
Yeah, you working hard all week, and then you get your one little day off to go out to the park with your family, and you got to deal with this schizo over here making all these problems.
there's so many kids right here.
As random bum fights that look like medieval gladiator duels have been going down for years now. As sadly, when I searched for that specific incident in Venice, I had to scroll past nude, spiked club duels, brawls between the Birdman versus the Canvas Man, random 4x4.
Oh, so the league is still going. Hey guys, we still got bum fights. Let's go.
Beatdowns over nothing but non-stop bedlam between everybody without a bed, as these social workers just sit there and do nothing. But in Mayor Karen Basorda City, it almost seems like the law is optional, including election laws in Basorda's own campaign ad.
Hey! Hello, everybody!
How's it going, Fox Crusader?
All right. Thank you so much for all of your support.
How's it going,
I know
Goosh?
you have been walking precincts, you've been making phone calls, you've been over there at the headquarters.
These people are completely fucking stupid.
As Spencer Pratt calls it out, she's clearly violating election laws by electioneering within 100 feet of a ballot box, to which Basorda...
And you know what's gonna happen? Not a single thing. She won't face a single law. But I guarantee if somebody like Spencer Pratt did that, he'd be in handcuffs being charged with 58 felonies.
admin denies.
Quote, his complaint is blatantly false. There were 2 locations filmed for this video. One 200 plus feet away from the ballot box with signs, and one next to the ballot box, no signs.
As she's clearly within 200...
Yeah, like she's over there touching the ballot box, popping it open for voters. Are you kidding me, lady?
feet of this ballot box and chanting 4 more years with your team is electioneering. You can only get to this level of lies when you've gotten away with it for decades, with your supporters being too stupid to notice it. She posted this herself, but still expects 0 legal repercussions, as the Democrats have their secret weapon, celebrity pandering.
Someone who go in the streets and gather the people together, not someone who's divided. Karen Bass is that person.
Which is hilarious, as people are superimposing his endorsement over her city.
I can't believe it, dude. That makes me sick. I wonder how much he got paid to do this.
But I really think this is the next stage of champagne socialism. Not even trying to lie, saying we're gonna fix this, but getting their peasants to accept third world living at first
I
world
really expected more from Samuel L. Jackson.
prices. Pop stars are starting to see if this will stick.
Stop saying New York smells like piss and start saying that your piss smells like the best city in the world.
And
wow. They're just acknowledging it now. They're like, yeah, it's a big pile of steaming, it's a big pile of steaming shit. But, you know, it's the best smelling shit in the world. Well, yeah, but it's still shit. Why can't we aim for better? Why can't you just get better?
the mindless bots on Reddit completely lean into it. So don't demand better from your Democrat leaders. Just accept this Elysium-style system they've set up, because don't you want to be
that's exactly what it is. It's like
accepted by these cool celebrities? Where Rahman's endorsement says it right on the surface. Don't support Spencer Pratt, because everybody else won't like you. Interesting how it isn't about policies, safety, fraud, or anything that's actually impacting us.
No, they try to bully you, I mean.
It's all about, he's a MAGA Republican, and obviously you'd rather get stabbed by an insane drug addict than also be called a MAGA Republican. And even though that looks like a fan-made ad, what Rahman's actually putting out herself is far worse. As honestly, I think whoever's running her campaign secretly hates her. Even her professionally produced ad is somehow even worse.
We have a mayor who's failed to lead this city. And on the other hand, a right-wing extremist powered by MAGA is channeling people's frustrations about this city into fear and anger and hatred.
Oh, so you mean no different than you bullying somebody or sitting there trying to harass or incite violence, right? Where you're sitting here making commercials that have this dude falling over and then a lady walks up to help him and then sees the sign and then throws the sign. That's crazy, huh? That's kind of crazy.
Never once have I seen Spencer blame anybody for the fires other than the Democrats in office, whose failures are responsible for the fires. But somehow she's saying this is really about MAGA and pride because she can't actually beat them on policies, reverting to pandering to identities. So proud to get this group together, writing, "No AI was used in this video." This was like 40 people that couldn't even fill out the entire frame, which is yet another example of the mismanagement that is her campaign and overall political career. All this wasted space, a huge production crew to shoot 60 seconds of everything we already knew about you, and sadly, the other socialist is doing the same exact thing, with Mayor Basota seeking the max amount of spending you can waste to display what little movement you have, compared to Spencer getting support from absolutely every corner of the city, as Spencer has zero—
Yeah, like, he's just walking around on the street with his phone. He's just walking around talking to the people, and they're all supporting him. He doesn't need to buy anybody. He doesn't need to make a big setup. He just walks around and chats with the people. That's what an elected official is supposed to be doing. It shows that you can press the flesh. You know, you can get down there and talk to everybody and reason with them without having to sit there and attack him, without him attacking you or shaming you. It's so blatantly corrupt. It's just
issues showing up in the hood, since South Central actually loves him. Meanwhile, billionaire liberal politicians show up to the same spots and are immediately shook down for the reparations that they promised, as the city's really in a terrible situation. And I've long said, anybody running against a Democrat establishment doesn't even need to campaign, but just put cameras up in every deep blue city that's been run by the Democrats for decades and simply say, it's time for a change. As finally, I really believe Spencer will bring in a renaissance.
If he doesn't win this year, if he runs again, he'll win. Like, if he keeps running and trying to become the mayor, he will win. He will win eventually. It's just a matter of time. There's a lot of people that are tired of the way California is, but I don't think there's enough people that are tired of it yet. There will be a time where there will be enough people that are just tired of it.
Los Angeles.
It's not safe, it's not clean, and it's not affordable because the current mayor and the current city have so much red tape and so much literal impossibilities for developers to build. And there actually will not be drug addicts at the entrance to their buildings. And we're going to build so much housing, the entire city will be cranes. We're going to look like Dubai in 8 years.
And maybe young people—
They get so much money. California gets so much money that they could be using, instead of building a nature overpass for $8 million that'll never be finished, they could be using that money to give fire relief to the people whose houses burned down, to the families who lost loved ones that burned to death, to the fire departments that need more money, to the police departments that need more money. I don't understand how you could live in LA and think anything other than the fact that they need change. And I think that a lot of their paid sheeple that these Democrats are using in California are exactly that. Because when you walk around and like as a person like Spencer Pratt, and you're shaking hands with everybody, nobody's got anything negative to say about you, and all you're doing is walking around and recording it on your phone, they're living in two different worlds here. Like, something is obviously fishy that's going on with that election. I mean, let's be completely blatantly honest here. Because when you're a Democrat and you go walking around in a public street and you start getting attacked, well, the majority doesn't look like they like you. How are you winning?
People just don't know
make any
what
sense.
Los Angeles could be. But just go back and watch reruns of The Hills, where he played the villain, or even Entourage, which also took place in early 2000s LA. And yes, television is television, but the backdrop of every scene really encapsulated what the city was. Everybody having fun. Businesses booming everywhere, where you could feel safe anytime at night, and no bums bashing out your back windows or literally dying. But then these scumbag socialists swept in and turned the city into third world living at first world prices. And where I normally ask for a subscription or check out—
Yeah, Yeah, W Decoy. Go check out Decoy. Hell yeah, Decoy. Let's see. So this one? Okay. So this is they actually have a verdict for the man that was stabbed and handcuffed on the ground, that was stabbed by the Sikh, the knife. So this man had been stabbed and he was laying on the ground face first. They didn't believe him and ended up dying. The man that stabbed him was an immigrant and he was given 20 years in prison. The family of the guy that stabbed the 18-year-old, because he was 18, immediately started like giving backlash to, like, calling people racist, calling the family of the deceased racist, calling the judge racist. It kind of shows that these immigrants that are, and this wasn't in America, this was in, I believe, the UK or Britain. It shows that even though their family does wrong, that they are willing to do whatever they need to in order to maintain a form of dominance, whatever it may take. And the thing is like, when you have a family that doesn't even want to admit whenever a family member has done something wrong, and all you do is anger them more, it kind of shows that maybe they just can't assimilate with our society, with Western culture. Because, like, if you can't even condemn what one of your own has done, then how could you be expected to assimilate? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like,
let me let everybody know what's going on. Henry Nowak was stabbed by a Sikh immigrant in Great Britain. They're able to carry their ceremonial dagger.
By the way, they did make it illegal for the Sikhs to carry their ceremonial daggers. They told them, all of the Sikhs, that you either lose the knives or you get deported. And of course, per the usual, like we all knew they would, they stopped wearing the knives.
Police were called. The police ignored Henry, arrested Henry, because the Sikh guy said that Henry was being racist after the Sikh stabbed him while they took the other guy out to have him pick out dinner. I'm not even kidding. So this is the body cam.
The guy that got arrested, he got to go out and pick dinner while this young man bled and choked to death on his own blood. I want y'all to keep this in mind, that even the body cam, they didn't want to release the body cams, but once they did, it really kind of fucked them.
Came out.
He keeps dropping.
They didn't even arrest the guy that stabbed this young man whenever they were bringing him into his 20-year sentence.
Side to side, so I'm just trying to keep him set up.
Alright.
He's got a mouthful of blood, I don't want him.
He was on the bin on the other side of this gate.
He's jumped over these fences and stuff like that. And he's up here.
Move away, mate.
He's obviously, he's fallen from there. He slipped from there. There's other shoes left over there.
That's Henry.
What's your name, mate?
Right?
Huh? Has anyone been hurt other than him?
Yeah, me. He's grabbed my brother. He's took my turban off, started grabbing my head.
Are you injured?
Yeah, I've got swollen eye, little bruise.
Alright, just step back a little bit for me. Someone flag these down.
Got this stabbed.
Right, let's get you out of there, shall we?
So he says I've been stabbed.
I was in bed asleep. Yeah. Whenever just find me up there.
This is twice.
Grab his other arm.
What's
happened to you, alright? You've been stabbed? Whereabouts? Don't think you have, mate.
It's real.
Hand?
I can't breathe.
Put the hand in the cuff, mate.
Yeah. This is like
Sandy's been stabbed, so let's just check him.
Why would the knife do this?
In the face? Oh no, but we have to check, don't we?
How's it going,
In the face?
Yeah.
Should we
Keep you on your Side, mate.
Why wouldn't they call
We were
EMS?
sat up when we had him here, but he didn't like it. At the moment, you are under arrest. That's for assault, so you do not have to say anything. May harm and defence. If you do not make main questions, it's up to which you later line of court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence, alright? It's going to be sick, I think.
She's not responding. You didn't think to call the police?
Man, it's a good thing that they called the police, am I right? It's a good thing they called the police so that way this guy could get charged with assault after he was they said that he called somebody racist, that he was being racist, right? Bro's literally, he got stabbed, saying he got
Or
stabbed.
not the police, the EMS.
These pupils aren't even reacting.
Henry Novak's father directly calls out disgusting behavior of the police.
With his final words, he told officers that he could not breathe. He told them he had been stabbed. In fact, Henry told officers that he could not breathe 9 times. He told them he had been stabbed 4 times. The response from one officer was, "I don't think you have, mate." The police have said they were misled by the murderer and that the scene when they arrived was complex. Unfortunately, it seems to us the truth is much simpler. The police were told by our son himself and by a member of the public who called 999 that they heard someone shout that.
What really bothers me is that this man lost his son, and instead of addressing the actual problem, he tried to blame it on knife violence. Let me tell you something. Knife don't just magically pick themselves up and start going into people's sternums. You know what does? People. People pick knives up and start stabbing people.
They had been stabbed, but the police did not believe them. Henry was pulled across the gravel, his hands forced behind his back, and he was placed in handcuffs. Instead of being treated, police formally arrested Henry for assault and read him his rights. That was the last thing he heard. The way he was treated was inhumane. His murderer, however, was afforded decency. He was believed. He was not handcuffed when arrested. He was not handcuffed when transported to the police station. As far as we understand, he was never handcuffed at all. Police even took him to the kitchen so he could choose his food.
Man.
The contrast is unbearable.
And keep in mind, like, this is after the family was screaming and shouting in the courtroom that the judge was racist for putting the person in jail. His mom literally hid the knife. Yeah. Digwa's mother allegedly filmed removing the knife from the scene and taking it to the family home. Lindsay Hoyle has intervened to force the government to issue a statement on the Henry Novak case. Keir Starmer has issued a statement on Henry Novak. This is an awful, shocking case. Henry's loved ones have gone through the trauma of a long trial and endured Henry's killer making up and appalling claims about their son, who was a thoughtful, kind, deeply loved. And we must end this cycle of tragedy by tackling the horror of knife crime. It's not knife crime. It's the people that are using it. There's a group of people that are doing the knife crime. And also, look at this here. Nobody did any stories on this guy. That's crazy. I know.
Yep.
Once people see, and I think they're beginning to, I think we're going to have a very big change of heart. This is why I talk about it, is because I know that eventually more and more people are going to see this.
The issue is that if you've got a group of people that won't even admit whenever they've got a family member that goes out and kills somebody, they need to go back, bro. Like, you can say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, if you've got a bunch of immigrants or illegals that move into your country and want to claim that them carrying a knife and stabbing people is part of their religion, well, I guess my AK that I have to carry for my religion, you know, last time I checked, my religion says that if somebody's trying to stab me, that, you know, that I'm allowed to carry my AK around.
And then
like,
things will change.
It's completely obvious what's going on here. And the fact that they just want to make it something that it's not it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. They want to blame it on knife crime, a knife crime, and that's not what it was at all. It was a racially charged form of, what's the word? Colonization. I mean, why else would you allow something like this to happen? You immediately handcuff a child, an 18-year-old who had his entire life ahead of him because of some fucking 40, 50-year-old man from a foreign country that claims that he needs a ceremonial dagger on him, even though it's illegal in the country that they're in. It's disgusting. And you don't even handcuff him. You don't even handcuff him whenever he's being hauled off the jail, and you let him choose where he's gonna eat. Like, come on.
The streets.
Y'all know what time it is, boys. It's Nick Shirley time. Yes, sir. W Nick Shirley. Check Nick Shirley out on YouTube. W Nick Shirley.
And what organization are you part of? Are you part of Antifa?
Yeah, Antifa.
The street.
Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised?
Streets of Paris are literally on fire. Police have moved in. Today I'm here in France. Right now we have hundreds of thousands of people set to hit the streets of Paris all across France today. There's said to be around 800,000 protesters. You see the cops right here in all of their riot gear. They have gas masks, their riot shields, everything else you would need to fight against the protesters. Today is set to be a day of chaos. The streets are absolutely flooded. You have thousands of people over here. You have thousands of people over here. And this is just the start of the protest. It has just begun. And it's estimated for these protests today in France, over 80,000 police officers will be deployed across the country. Right here, you just have a small little group of them. But this is like this all throughout France today, around 80,000 troops of policemen. And just last week, these same protesters took to the streets and they took over this statue right here. You can see all the graffiti. It says Antifada, anti-fascist, free Gaza, tax the rich. That is why there's around 80,000 police officers out here in the streets today as well. They don't want any more of their historical sites being graffitied or destroyed out here due to these protesters coming through. You have police and you have tanks set out over there. You have so many different groups, you can't even count on all 10 of your fingers. You have the people that are for communism. You have the anti-imperialism.
What the fuck, dude? They literally have communism.
On all 10 of your fingers, you have the people that are for communism.
Look at that. Like, what the?
So
like, I want to see what it says.
You can't even count on all 10 of your fingers. You have the people that are for communism.
Communism. I don't even know what the hell that says, bro. Ah, no, it's not in English. No!
Anti-imperialism. You have the pro-trans, you have the Antifa, you have all this stuff. I can't even name all of them, but there's so many out here. And chaos is going to be breaking out very soon. And the whole entire world seems like it's gone mad. I have a whole group of people right behind me right here preparing to go. Looks like something's going to be happening. They're all getting masks on. Uh-oh. Yep. You got Antifa out here now. But Antifa in the United States was just declared a terrorist organization.
Yes, they are. They're going to the reason why Antifa is so dangerous is what they were doing is they were going to protests that were peaceful, stirring up the crowd and causing riots. Mayor, one of the mayors has addressed it and talked about it.
Because of how violent they've become, as they have been.
I actually think it was a Democratic mayor as well.
To promote political violence against their political opponents. All these guys are in the riot gear and it looks like they're getting ready to make a charge. They're giving some directions in the back. There's a lot of them right here.
Look at all the police.
And here are all the protesters. You have this lady right here with the
car. Oh, they in there like Sparta, baby.
This hat. And now
look at that.
Protesters chanting at the police. The police here in France do not mess around. They will straight up attack back at the protesters when the protesters show that they're going to attack as well. I don't know what side to choose. I'm not here from France, but either way, both sides do get super violent. Do you want communism?
Yeah.
There's nothing that makes me laugh harder than seeing a woman advocate for communism. Like, do they understand that in communist regimes, women are treated more like property? I don't understand this. Like, I mean, shit. Why don't we just take their rights away? I mean, they obviously don't want their rights. I mean, make the voting process easier.
Because I'm girl power.
Are you ready to fight with the police?
No. Yeah, for sure.
For sure, you're ready.
For sure.
And what makes you want to fight with the police?
Huh?
You're just waiting.
Just waiting to them to make the first move.
Once they make the first move, you're going?
Yeah.
What do you think this accomplishes?
What?
Attacking the police.
No, this is us. attacking us. Them attacking
us attacking. Oh, okay.
us.
I'm not gonna make fun of the way this guy is talking because it's obvious that his English isn't the best, right? So we're gonna obviously kind of like spare him a little bit of that. So don't make fun of him.
No, this is us attacking us. Them attacking us, not us.
Would you say that France is in somewhat of a culture or political war here?
Yeah. This is for sure the political war.
And do you have a mask on because if they see your face, they could arrest you?
Yeah, they can scan us.
What makes you worried about what's going on here in Paris and in France right now?
Everything. People are hungry. We starving. We work really.
W $5 for from Jason. Paid Antifas aren't protesters. That's an army. Soldiers get paid. I mean, I think you're right. And the sad part is that there's a good chance that a lot of these protesters are paid as well. If you have in America is a good example. I don't know how. I think this is Paris. I think he said or France. I don't know how their government spends their funding. But whenever Trump cut off the funding to the sanctuary cities, when it comes to some of the stuff that they were doing, a lot of the protests kind of like withered away. I mean, there's still protests, but they're nowhere near as many as there were. Nowhere near. It's completely like dispersed. So, I mean, even the current protests that are going on in America with the anti-ICE stuff, I feel like a lot of them are still getting paid somehow, genuinely. You protest for freedom. You don't get paid to protest. When you're getting paid to protest, that's whenever you've crossed the line. Now that you're just a paid you're basically the Gestapo. You are paid military that is in a different country trying to push the political narrative. I mean, that you're colonizing. You're not like you're similar, but you're not really the Gestapo. So like it's a private military, you know?
And what organization are you part of? Are you part of Antifa?
Yeah, Antifa.
Oh.
We good? Oh, looks like it came back finally. We good? It should be okay, right? Yeah, okay. It seems like I mean, OBS has been acting funky all morning, so.
Okay, so we have Antifa here, and there's more people that are coming back. They just ran back, and now it looks like you guys are about to go charge after them as well.
We're waiting.
Once the police make a move, you guys will fight.
Yeah.
Do you think there will eventually?
Yeah, you're right. I am gonna do something. You gonna do something or just sit there like a dipshit? Yeah, I'm gonna do something. There you go.
Be a civil war here inside of Paris, inside of France?
I think not, sadly, but we need one. We sure need one.
This is the craziest thing. You have a person protesting, and then you have these old people who just went through the police officers, and now they're trying to make their way over here. Then you have Antifa over there, a guy dancing with his earbuds in, and then hundreds of police officers right there.
It absolutely is.
On the other side, you have even more police officers. No one is attacking as of right now. Hey. The spray paint.
No. Y'all don't believe in borders, right? Y'all believe that everything is stolen land. So like you can't do that. You can't shoo somebody off, or else it's hypocritical.
I think we got a dumpster on fire here.
What does this solve?
What in the world? Uh-oh, they're taking it to the police.
Here we go. I was gonna say it looked like it went out before anything happened.
Antifa has set flames to the streets, lighting this dumpster on fire.
Don't you just love it? They're so far away from the actual, like, police when they do this.
Police are right there. We'll see if they come in and move in. But the
They're
streets
so
are
far away,
officially
bro.
on fire. Police just made a shot.
Oh! Oh!
Antifa's lighting off fireworks.
If you bring fireworks to a protest, they need to immediately arrest you. They should arrest you and put your ass in jail. If one of those rockets goes off near a police officer, one of those big ones, you could kill somebody. You could blow somebody's leg off. You can burn them. You can seriously injure somebody with those fireworks. The fact that that the world even allows fireworks and forms of protesting is disgusting. People can get seriously messed up from fireworks.
So on this side you have Antifa lighting off fireworks. On this side you have a dumpster on fire. The dumpster's completely melted away. Now we'll look over here. We have Antifa doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Lighting stuff on fire, shooting fireworks at the police. Police are just over here. Nothing's happened yet. Something's bound to break out. The streets of Paris are literally on fire.
How's it going, Dale?
Oh, shoot, I just got shot. They're shooting, I just got shot. I don't know what I just got hit with. I just got shot, though. I think they shot tear gas at me. I've been shot out here in the streets of Paris.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. If I got shot by a gas canister, bro, I would try to find the gas canister when it was empty. I would take that as my souvenir. Straight up.
Uh-oh, now everyone's joining in. Everyone in the mask. Street signs are getting taken down.
Here we go. Yeah, because, you know, destroying property is totally going to help your cause, right?
The original Antifa member said, we'll start once they make the first move. I've just seen a lot of first moves made by Antifa out here. Look, I just saw another bottle thrown. Took a bullet for you guys. Hope you guys subscribe. Holy cow.
Let's go, Tree Crew.
The streets of Paris are
Dang, look at that. Man, that's totally going to help their cause, right? Burning shit down, you know, that helps. That always does that always solves the problem, right?
Shards of glass. They're digging out the rock.
Why?
Okay, I won't film. I don't want to film. They're digging out the rocks to throw at the police. Right now, you have Antifa digging out the.
And you know what should happen to you if you sitting there doing that? You digging out a rock? And I believe this should happen all across the world, by the way. There should never be a time where anyone in the police force should be forced to deal with this like they're the people's punching bag.
There's a guy.
I mean, let's be honest here. They're not the punching bag.
If
for
you
the
resist
people.
lawful orders,
there you go.
You're going to jail.
A little bit of this.
Let me be very clear about that.
There you go.
If you block an intersection or a roadway in
that's
Brevard
right.
County, you are going to jail.
Yeah.
If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail.
Yes, sir.
If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over.
That's right.
And dragged across the street.
Yes, sir.
If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and
Yes,
in
sir.
jail.
Yes, sir.
If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here.
Yes, sir.
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead.
That's right.
We're not going to play.
You want to sit here and throw rocks at the police and they pull out lethal rounds and kill your sorry ass? Well, you had it coming. You had it coming. Maybe you shouldn't have done it. Naturally, congratulations. You just won the Darwin Awards. You got naturally selected.
Rocks next to this tree to throw at the police. They have a hammer. That's crazy. Okay, no film, no film. Antifa's telling me I can't film. Look, Now he's throwing the rock. Look, now they're chipping away. We got old ladies running. Old ladies are running out of here.
No. You see, a lot of people seem to have it messed up in the head. When you riot and you burn things to the ground, it makes everything worse. Then you start losing rights as citizens. I mean, if I was going to take over a country, what better way to take over a country than to incite violence to the point where they get all their firearms taken away, like what happened to Canada, and then all of your rights taken away, so that way, whenever I'm done colonizing your country, all you really have to do is replace the voter base and make sure and enforce the laws that are already there. I mean, if you're actively choosing not to enforce the laws because you're mass importing your own voter base so that way they can inevitably take over and enforce the laws the way they want to enforce them, well, what better way to make sure that a lot of people don't have any actual freedoms than to get all the freedoms taken away by inciting a bunch of violence? This is what you do if you live in a place like China or Iran, where you don't actually get to vote and they kill you. This is not something that a civilized first world country does.
They're chiseling out the ground.
And you can protest, but whenever you become violent and you end up dead because you got shot in the face with a gas canister, well, guess what? Maybe you shouldn't have done it.
With a hammer and throwing stones at the police.
And they're over here advocating for communism. What the fuck? There is no freedoms here. These people don't want freedoms. They're advocating for their country, the countries that they're getting paid from.
I am surrounded by a mob of Antifa right now.
Acting like this is some kind of weird psyop to freedom. Get up out of here.
Right now. Everybody in here is in black.
A lot of mic static. Is it good now? Stream is out of sync. A lot of mic static. It looks like it finally stabilized. It's been acting jank all morning. Is it good? OBS is giving me nothing but problems, bro. I'm not even kidding. Oh, hold on. I see what's going on. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, give it a few more seconds. Let me see. Come on. Using frames. No, it's OBS, man. OBS has been giving me problems all morning. All morning, bro. Completely ridiculous. Let's see. Encoder overloader. Consider turning down video settings or using. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not gonna do that. You can go ahead and do your fucking part, you piece of shit desktop. Come on, do your fucking part. You got one job, man. You got one job. You've been doing it just fine for months. Go on and do your damn job, man. We good? We back? Sounds a lot better. Yeah, we good? Back. Me too. Frozen for me too. No, you're back. I think he is restarting the stream. So far, so good. Good. We good? Yes. I think so. Good. I think it's good now. If it's still frozen for anyone, yeah, try to swipe back. That's what I would say too. Oop. We good. YouTube's really lagging today. You still lagging over on the big stream? It looks like we good. It looks like we might be back. I'm hoping anyway. We should be good. It looks like it's finally effed off, as it were. Okay, let's keep going.
Hundreds of members of Antifa right here, all in black. Police aren't doing anything yet. They've been getting rocks thrown at them for the past 10 minutes straight. Matter of time before something happens. Antifa's getting a chain link right now. Arms are all together, while people just chuck rocks. They're breaking into these buildings. Now they're looting. Police are moving in. Oh, police are moving in. Police have moved in. Get behind the tree, get behind the tree, get behind the tree. Stand right here. Police have moved in.
Ooh, go get him, big dog.
Holy. Police have moved in.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a press badge. He needs to get himself a press badge.
Sit, hold. Police have moved
don't
in.
move. Don't move.
They started breaking into these walls. Police have officially...
I don't blame them. Yeah, no, the minute they start trying to break into the buildings around in that center, they should just immediately start arresting people. Break it up. You're done. Like, it's not your legal right to sit here and break into the little businesses around. It's not your right at all.
Into the street.
Make sure y'all hit the like button, sub to the channel if you're new here. WChat.
Under arrest here in the streets. Oh, this kid's about to get...
And you know why? It's because in America, there are way too many people that are willing to be cucked while their country's being colonized. And the issue is that in other countries, there's not as many freedoms as they have here. In countries that are in the UK and Britain, you can get arrested for making a Facebook post at any age. So there's a lot more accountability and aggression when it comes to the police. I would love to see the police this aggressive in America. The minute that they start congregating in mass like this on the streets like this, they should immediately start bringing in the police, suiting and booting, and getting ready for them to break into buildings or start blowing off fireworks. The second they start doing that, just immediately break up the crowd and arrest everybody. That's exactly what should be happening.
Oh, they deployed tear gas. Can't see anything. Watch out, watch out. Absolute unrest here in the streets. The police have just been waiting, and once the protesters, the rioters, Antifa, start breaking in this building, all hell broke loose. Tear gas is out. Police is coming out.
Right there, boom, dead. You dead, bro. You see that? The size of that rock he just threw?
Guys are throwing stones. Those aren't even rocks, those are freaking stones.
Yeah, they're stones. Nah, bro. Woo!
Hell's broken loose here on the streets. This is what happened. The protesters
Yo, W. Nick Shirley. Holy crap.
Oh, I can't even breathe.
W. Nick Shirley, man.
This is what happened. Protesters came in, started breaking through this building right here, this storefront, and then the police came in. This is absolute madness. I've never seen anything like this. All of the protesters' arms are linked and they're moving in a line right now. Another garbage has been set to flames. Lawlessness here in the streets of Paris. Garbage is on fire. Stores being looted. Police being thrown, not just rocks, but quite literally stones from the ground. We found Where's Waldo here in the middle of this protest.
Oh, damn, we found Waldo.
Is this good or bad?
The protest is good, but this meeting is pretty bad. You don't have to break something or...
Yeah, you don't have to break something to prove a point.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Waldo, I'm glad you're here in Paris.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Notice how you don't see a single French flag. You have Palestine flags, you have communist flags. You do not see one French flag in this entire protest.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was in America, too. That's the exact same thing that they were doing in America. Whenever they were protesting, you saw every other flag except for the American flag, and when you saw the American flag, it was upside down or being burned or it had like marks all over it. Nah, bro. It's the same thing. You cannot convince me that there isn't some form of like terroristically organized people that are trying to overthrow countries by doing this. You can't convince me otherwise. Something is obviously up.
Of France here at all. Here's a victim of one of the glass bottles being thrown and ricocheted off of the walls. Oh, you can't even see tear gas everywhere. Oh, I didn't even get pepper sprayed, but oh, can't even breathe. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't even. Oh, I can't even breathe.
Ooh, yeah, I heard that stuff sucks.
Tear gas is all on my face. I didn't even get a direct hit of it.
Damn!
Oh my gosh, more and more bombs are getting put out. Wow, Antifa's going hard right now. Let me get this straight. You do not like your president, so you riot in the streets, break in buildings, set garbage to flames, and attack the police.
Oh, damn!
Whoa! I can't even hear. This guy can't even, he doesn't know what even just happened to him. He was right there. They just did like a flash bang. Holy. Look at Antifa. Look at him. This is extremely dangerous out here in the streets of Paris. All of these people in black are all Antifa. I can't even believe how many people there are. Look, all of these people in black are Antifa. It goes all the way back there. Look, you have just tourists in here. Ah, not the tear gas. Can't see anything. Can't see anything. Oh, can't see. Just remember, the protesters here are too afraid to show their face, and their way of protesting is
violence. I mean, a protest doesn't involve violence and destroying stuff. That there is not a single place in the world where destroying stuff by getting a massive group of people together and burning down buildings and Waymos into the pavement is legal. Not even in America. This is obviously this is a problem.
Come and terrorize the streets. These are members of Antifa. And Antifa in the United States was just declared a terrorist organization. I gotta get out of here. This is getting dangerous. I can't see or breathe. Peace out, everybody.
Oh my, bro.
That's right, there's more.
Economic zone? Yeah. Look at all this. Holy shit. Oh my god. Well, everything is just a... Well, now you know why they have plexiglass around the Eiffel Tower then.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess this is the reason. It makes sense now.
So they had so many riots that they had to put plexiglass around the Eiffel Tower. Remember we had talked about that in a prior video? I had asked why the hell they have plexiglass on the Eiffel Tower. Well, go figure.
Wait, that's
another
not-
example of the world being padded for a bunch of freaking crazies.
Or is it for riots? It's for scammers. Yeah, true. Oh my God! Look at all these people. Imagine a descendant of Napoleon was in charge. Yeah. I've got a pretty good feeling that, you know, none of this would be happening. I'll tell you that. Right underneath the Eiffel Tower, too. It's like, it's so disgraceful.
Because, you know, this solves everything, right? Going into the streets and burning everything to a crisp solves everything. If you didn't know it, well, now you know.
Wait, this is for a soccer game?
Is this for the soccer game?
What the fuck? Oh my,
bro.
Oh my God. Just they set a whole car on fire. Why?
You know why? Because law enforcement isn't going to get them and put them in jail. That's why. That's why. They're going to get off with a slap on the wrist. Set the Eiffel Tower on fire, and bitch is burning too.
That's more. It's Paris. Oh my God, look at them all. Oh, here we go, here we go.
Like that right there?
Damn. This is Paris. And they're shooting it at the police officers?
You see, why aren't they doing this in China? You won't talk about racism. Why aren't they doing this kind of stuff in China? What about Korea? What's the matter? What? You guys don't want to do this in China or Korea? I heard they're racist too. Well, why aren't you doing it in there? Why aren't you doing it there? Why are you going to all these Western style countries? Why don't you go to Russia? Why don't you go to Russia and do this? What about Germany?
Oh my God. This is insane. Harry Potter. Diversity is their weakness. Paris has officially been name changed to Paris-Lam. I pray we heed the warnings coming from Europe. Run away. As soon as you import Africans and Muslims into your country, they turn it into shit. I don't even know if these are really those people. I have no idea. That's why I'm trying to go and see. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't really know, like, what the spectrum of, like, you know, a Frenchman's ethnicity can be. I'm not really sure. Like, I mean, it's easy to see, like, a black guy and be like, okay, I bet he's probably not from France, right? But, like, other than that... Holy shit. Expedition 33 in real life? Yeah. This is the one, yeah, I saw this one already. Let me go to the next one. This is nuts, man. Paris is in flames. Dude, this is actually such a crazy photo. Paris is in flames tonight, and it's not just because of the football game. The city is burning because France has allowed themselves to be invaded through mass immigration. Import the third world, become the third world.
That's right. That's what happens. That's
France
exactly
is
what
no
happens.
longer France. Tan skin. So, like, people go like, oh, no, you can't say that. Like, it's very clearly, like, so, yeah, anyway, let's see here. Marine Le Pen will win this election. Well, this certainly is helping her, I'll tell you that. It's Moroccans and Algerians that you can see. They're very fanatical about football. Yeah.
Well, they can go and burn their own country to the ground. They can stay in their own country and do
50
this.
Shades
How
of
about
Brown?
that?
Yeah, exactly. And, like, I know, like, you know, people go like, oh, no, you can't say that. Like, it's very clearly, like, there's a huge difference between that, right? And so let me see if I can find Muslim gang riots. Why do people think it's a Muslim gang? Okay. I get it. Yep. Lighting the garbage.
Man, we got a lot of useless people in chat. There is an exact date, unless there's an exact date for the when that Nick Shirley video was recorded. It might as well be completely fake AI video. Well, then why are you on the internet if it's just completely fake AI? If everything has to have a recording date, how is this video? Islam left does not support Islam. The right wing do though. Yeah, that's cool. I don't really care. Bye. Anybody else? Don't invade and get trade deals like normal people. Don't invade and get trade deals like normal people. What the fuck what are you even talking about? Hold on. Don't invade and get... Other countries. Don't invade and get trade deals like normal countries. I would assume that you're talking about Iran. You're just stupid. I'm just not even going to engage with the stupidity. There's no reason to. It's just so brain dead and useless, and the narrative is completely falling apart. Don't be nervous for the world, sir. America will save the day. That's right. Because that's what we do. That's what we do, baby. That's what we do.
Okay, yeah, because it is. Right.
That's right. Deported from the chat, baby.
Wow. I don't know why you would say that during a soccer game. It just seems really weird, right? 100K likes.
It's because, like I was saying, whenever all this stuff started coming out, it wasn't for the soccer game. It was an excuse to riot and burn shit to the ground.
Do you play Polish Car Repair Simulator? You promised you'd play it and had a video on it. You just have to get all of the police, all of the National Guard, or whatever they have.
The military. You need to get the military as well. You need to go door to door, get all the illegals out, get rid of anybody that's a criminal. Send the criminals to El Salvador. Send the the people that keep coming into El Salvador. We could even maybe buy a little St. James Island and turn that bitch into a Supermax facility like El Salvador. We could buy little St. James and tell the El Salvador government, hey, if you design a prison, we will build it, and you can also send your prisoners over here if you're running out of room.
And all of the military, mobilize them on removing every single one of these people that shouldn't be here and sending them all back on airplanes. It would be a massive, huge undertaking, but you could easily do that. You could.
And it would be easy. It'd be so easy. If El Salvador did it, we can do it. France can do it. Paris can do it. Britain can do it. The UK can do it. It could be done. You can't even say that this can't be done. It happened already. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Oh, but you can't do that. They're rights. Well, where are the rights whenever they violate and violently rape somebody or kill somebody, or they come into this country and completely disregard the fact that there are immigrants here, that it's ruining their reputations as well? What about that? What about the hard-working immigrants that came here legally and are trying to bust their ass to become an actual pure, American, trying to actually assimilate instead of colonize? What about them? What about their rights? No one seems to care about them.
Feel like, again,
what about the victims that are being forced to be a part of this? The fact that there's multiple businesses that are probably going to go out of business because some idiots decided to break into their shoe store and claim that it was for peace. Last time I checked, whose rights were being violated there?
He says oh, well, it's fallen. No, it's not a big deal at all. And they camp, they're French. No, bro. The thing is, France, back in the old days, remember Napoleon? He's just fucking everybody. He's just going around fucking everybody's shit up.
Exactly.
No, France were they were brutal, man. They were savage. If you go back and you read the way that you want to know how the way I can't even describe.
What about this business? Insurance doesn't grow on trees. Think about the fact that this guy probably is about to lose his livelihood because his little private store got destroyed. What about their rights?
Jesus, so they're just destroying everything. Let me see if I can find any more of these. Paris riots. They're mostly all kids. Yeah, I mean, like, well, obviously, dude.
Exactly. If immigrants make our country great, then why don't they make their own country great? Exactly. Why is it that they come here and cause all these problems? If their country's so great, if their immigration here is so great, then why do they need to immigrate in the first place? Why don't they just make their countries into paradises?
What a crazy photo. Oh my god. Like, it's actually insane, the framing for some of these. The teen takeovers? Yeah, exactly, right? Frenchmen are pussies. Napoleon was an American at heart. So we're now just claiming Napoleon. Like, well, yeah, Napoleon was from France, but he really wasn't American. I mean, obviously. Well, how do you know? Because he just went around and killed everybody. Yeah, I mean, duh. Of course. Like, not a single French flag. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's a soccer game, right? And did sell Louisiana. Yeah, he was spiritually American, definitely. And oh my god, look at some of these photos. Charlemagne the I forgot Charlemagne was from France.
How's it going, Mark?
Man, the team's color are literally the French flag, though. I don't know.
Like, look. I get that people want to immigrate to first world countries. I get it. But you're not going to convince somebody that's homeless that could use a job and a place to stay that a big company should just import somebody from a third world and give them a scholarship, effectively, give them free schooling, and give them a job after, when you can do the same thing to that homeless man. That's the problem with it, is that we have our own problems and we're mass importing problems even still more. Like, it doesn't solve the problems that we already have systemically for our own poor population, and you just want to escalate it and exacerbate it to the point where it turns into this because you don't want to address the real problem. We don't need to bring more people into this chaos. We need to fix the chaos, fix the homelessness problem, and then worry about other countries. When it comes to importing them into our country, like, why give them the ability to come here and go to college and pay for their rent and their fucking transportation and their food when we have homeless veterans or homeless people that could use the exact same treatment? It's not good. It's just not. It's not good. Like, you fix the homeless issue by taking people out of their tents on the sidewalks that are being paid for by the taxpayers. You tell them they can either go to an institution or they can go to jail. And that's what you do. And then whenever they get out of jail, you give them free housing, free food, free health care, transportation, just like you do with all these illegals that they bust in Minneapolis, and a paycheck so that way they can get their lives together. That's what you do. If you can do it to a bunch of illegals or immigrants for that matter, you can do the same thing to American citizens. There's no excuse for it. The problem has already been solved. They just don't want to solve it. It's blatantly staring everybody in the face, but they just don't want to. They'd rather do it for a bunch of outsiders that haven't fought and died and bled for this country. It's bullshit.
For example, like, just so you guys know, I don't know if this guy is French descent or not. I genuinely don't know the answer to that. I can't tell. He's not. Okay. He isn't? I legitimately don't know. Holy fuck. This is an expensive car, by the way. Like, this car is worth, like, $60,000, $70,000. It's a lot of money. Just, yeah, I mean, well, I have one. That's how I know. Why would you do that to the doors? You're kicking the doors off.
No.
Not anymore?
No.
Oh, really? Are you sure? Look at him.
Les gars, le mec il a essayé d'écraser plein les personnes. Il a mis fuite, il a laissé sa voiture. Wallah, tellement c'était chaud sur lui. Carrément, les gars, je suis chaud.
They're just tearing this shit apart. Holy fuck, man. This is brutal. And I saw this one before.
How will you fix it? Unironically, listen to Asmongold. So I answer your question, and you're still just I answer your question, and then you immediately go back to this. You're not here for a conversation. You're here to just do whatever weird shit that you're trying to do. I'd use it from channel. Like, you're not here to have a conversation, bro. You're here to push a narrative. I don't have time for that. Anybody else? Can you point out... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, you don't even have any channel activity. Channel activity right here. Can you point out the data documents when it proves people are being bussed into Minneapolis, elsewhere, and given these benefits? There's an entire playlist that's got 2,000 videos in it. You should check it out. And that's the only thing I'm going to say to you. I don't have time to do all that bullshit, bro. You want to do that, then you can do that. It's happening, whether you like it or not. Yeah, free Wi-Fi, free phone, free food, free transportation, free healthcare. It's all there. Everybody knows it's there. Take your vague bullshit out of here, man. Everybody knows. Nice try with the narrative, though. Maybe it'll work one day. Or maybe that day's passed. They are. These guys are just trash. They should be put in jail. All of them.
Super easy. How would you fix this in the moment? Just deploy the military, and anybody who's being violent, shoot them. It's pretty simple.
I thought I'd get in trouble if I said that, but I'm happy somebody's saying it. W. Asmongold, as always. Yeah. If you sitting there shooting fireworks at police officers, they should just be able to kill you. Plain and simple. You sitting there throwing those big stones at police officers, boom, dead. Problem solved.
Cool.
Like,
yeah, that's what I do.
yeah.
Like, you can't have people running around hitting each other, destroying property or anything else. Yeah, I'd shoot them. Yeah, I mean, that would be it. It'd be over. Like, I mean, this is literally a violent riot that people died in. Like, this isn't a protest. This isn't a celebration. This is a violent riot. What's this here? Remy's crying, man? What is this here? Oh, no. Is this what I think it is? Then you get even more chaos and news all over the world, won't you?
No. El Salvador. El Salvador. El Salvador did what I want them to do to this country. Mobilize the military, put everybody in lockdown, mobilize the National Guard and the police force. They should all be forced to work together. And then what they do is they go house to house, door to door. They clear every single house of any illegal that's there, and a person that is committing like criminals. Go door to door, check basements and attics, the entire 9 yards. Sweep and clear every single house throughout the entire country, and we'd be done with this shit in a year. This place would be a freaking paradise. Every single criminal that has a CVS receipt linked criminal record, put them in jail, keep them in jail. If they actually assimilated with the culture, you know, they're not trying to hurt anybody, they managed to get a house, they're doing good, leave them alone. Congratulations, you're the select few that aren't going to be put in jail. You know, you bettered your life. Congratulations. You know what should be done? The ones that do that should be rounded up and they should be honored as upstanding American citizens because they got their lives together. Even in their time of need, they got back on both of their feet from their kneeled stance and stood strong. You honor the people that deserve it, and you put the people that don't want it in jail. That's what you do. That's what you fucking do. They should be given like even a cash check. If they're able to get back on their feet like that, give them money. Give them a stipend from the government. Here's $1,000. Congratulations, you earned this $1,000 by becoming a hardworking citizen. Like,
I get news? What, so somebody prints a negative article about me? Why would I give a fuck about that? Somebody writes a negative art. Somebody says that you're wrong. Oh no! Oh wow! That's so bad. What if people don't approve of what you're doing? Fuck them. Fuck them. Who cares? Did Bukele care about that? No, he didn't. He just put everybody in fucking jail. And I guarantee you that a lot of the people, not a lot, but some of the people that are in those El Salvador jails, I bet they're innocent. I do. And you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. That's the way it is.
It's taking away the needs of the few for the needs of the many. It is. El Salvador's a paradise now. If they're arresting you and you become violent, they should just shoot you. I mean, that's all there is to it. If the police are telling you to get out of your car and you don't want to do that, just shoot you. I bet you'll see a lot of people not resisting arrest anymore.
Might not like it, but it's the truth. Cares what they think.
Like,
Remy discovers Paris. What's this? What's this? Mr. Rat Boy. Mr. Rat Boy. Why the comment? Polish fans celebrate their club's victory.
Oh, look at that. Poland has it together. Yo, W Poland.
Wait.
So what you're telling me is that you can cheer for your team on when they win by not burning down the entire city. Huh. It's almost like Poland has very strict laws in place.
So you're telling me you don't have to burn down the city?
Yo, W Poland. And do you know why more people turned out to this? Because they knew it wasn't going to get violent. You know how they know that it wasn't going to get violent? Probably because they shoot you. Look at that. Yo, that is impressive. W Poland.
Damn. That's crazy. Guess what laws Poland has for riots? I don't know. Laws that I'd agree with? Laws that I'd think up? That's insane. Yeah. Oh my God. And they actually care about their city, aren't just a bunch of immigrants? Yeah, I guess so. The worst thing these guys do in littering, and that's about it? Yeah, sure. And where are the Polish fires? I have no idea. Why would you destroy your own country? I mean, I don't know why they did this either. I think that the reason why is that this is the problem, is that this is going to be maybe a conspiracy theory, but I'm going to just be brutally honest, and I'm going to speak in plain English. I think that Hitler mind fucked and the Nazis mind fucked all of Western civilization into thinking any degree of cultural preservation is inherently evil. And I think that's probably been like one of the...
You know what happens if you illegally cross over the border in Poland? The president there actively says that they will shoot you and laugh at you. That's what the fuck we need. If you cross, because they were having soldiers getting killed by these fucking terrorists crossing over their borders, they said, you know what? I'm done with this. You cross our borders, let's shoot to kill. And it stopped. It stopped. We need to be doing the same thing that Poland's doing with their borders. Oh, but it can't be done. You can't do that. Why is Poland doing it? Why did El Salvador do what it did? It obviously can be done. It's like a light switch. Just do it. Just fucking do it. You ain't got nothing to hide if you're an actual upstanding citizen. Just let it happen. I ain't got nothing to hide. Bro, if the police knock on my door right now, I'll be handing them out bottles of water. I don't give a fuck. What I got to hide? You know how many background checks I've had to pass in my lifetime? Like...
The worst negative effects of it beyond obviously the bad stuff that he did, right? It's like one of the really bad negative consequences is that any preservation of Western society or Christian society or an ethnicity...
I think Taco's already banned, isn't he? Oh, no, he's not. The cops killed someone just because they did not get out of the car seems kind of wrong. Seems kind of wrong. Seems kind of wrong. You know what seems wrong to me? Is whenever a police chase leads to somebody getting mowed over on the sidewalk because they had to do a pit maneuver, and now you've got dead family members on the sidewalk because this schizo didn't want to get out of his car. If you sit in your car when you're being told to get out of a police chase and you decide to run from the police, they should Patriot missile your ass into the pavement. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck about the criminal. Don't run from police and you won't end up dead. That's exactly what I think. I don't give a fuck about the criminal. I care about all the motorists on the roadway. I care about the police that have to sit here and deal with this bullshit. I care about them. I don't give a fuck about the person that made the bad decision. Everybody has the cognitive ability to make decisions. That's what freedom is. Making your own damn decisions, whether it be good or bad. They made the decision to get themselves blown up by a Patriot missile if they decided to flee police. And you know why he got blown up by a Patriot missile? Because he was a scumbag piece of shit that was going to get other people on the roadway killed. I don't give a fuck about that person. I have shown up as a firefighter to one too many homeless people on the pavement with their heads split open because some fucking schizo has to fucking sit here and do this bullshit. I have held together too many homeless people's faces to sit here and say that they are good in any way, shape, or form. These people that flee police, that commit these heinous crimes and drive off. No. Don't talk to me about their humanity, because clearly they gave theirs up.
Like, you know, a white culture or something like that, this is automatically seen as being bad because of Hitler. And I think the reason why Poland hasn't had that happen is because what started World War II? Poland was the main people, they were the main victims of Hitler. So I don't think that they share that same type of cultural guilt in the way that Germany, France, and England even do. And I think that's the reason why Poland doesn't have the same cultural expectations that the other countries do, is that they don't have to overcome the perceived guilt that they were. And by the way, I am speaking, I'm not Polish. I've never been to Poland. I can't speak their language. So I'm literally...
Dude, people in Poland can walk out on the streets and you can interview them and they say how wonderful the country is. Poland's a paradise. I want a place like Poland. That's what I want. This country could absolutely be like Poland. That's what we should be striving for.
It's like
we should be striving to be like Poland and El Salvador. Absolutely.
It's a 100-point piece puzzle. I have 20 pieces, and I'm trying to say what the whole picture is. I want you to understand that I don't know what the whole picture is. I'm just speaking from what it seems like to me from the information that I have as an outsider. So like if you're Polish and you're thinking like, it's not really it, it's actually more this other thing, then you're probably right, you know, and I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong. But like from an outsider's perspective, I've seen that a lot of the European countries that were negatively, basically every European country, whether it's Spain, Portugal, England, Scotland, Ireland, even Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, Germany, France. There's probably like one or two more, right? All of these countries, I think, were so deeply, profoundly affected by World War II that white people. It's the same as slavery. Like slavery is not a collective racial guilt around white people,
Slavery's been around for hundreds of thousands of years. Slavery has been around for so fucking long. The fact that they try to backpack slavery onto white people is disgusting. It's dog shit. Black people captured other tribes in Africa and sold Africans to white people. Guess what? They were slaves long before they were sold to Americans.
America. It's not. Black people had slaves in America, and there's still slaves now in Africa. So slavery was not invented by white people, black people, or anybody. Everybody's had slaves for all of history. But the problem
there is not a single piece of continent on this earth that there hasn't been a form of slavery on.
I think that one of them is very, very overly focused on. Can we bring back that race? Well, I mean, again, there's Aryans all the time, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that are of Aryan descent. It's extremely common. And patriotism is a good thing. I think it absolutely is. And wanting to preserve your heritage and your culture is not a bad thing at all. And I think people need to move past the sins of the past with World War II and be able to have common sense approaches to being able to have a border, being able to decide what your future is, and being able to advocate for your own best interests.
Exactly.
Because I think that so many people now are afraid to advocate for their own best interests.
And that's the thing, is that they're advocating for their own best interest. They went out and voted for it, and the people that don't really care about their own best interest are now trying to burn down the cities because they're not getting what they want. It's not your right to burn down a city because you're the minority. I'm sorry, that's not how it works. And not minority meaning skin color, minority meaning people that are willing to allow these illegals to flood the country and effectively replace them. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't even be able to vote, much less protest, because you're stupid. Like, you know, like, you need to be, there needs to be like a, not only voter ID, but there needs to be like some form of like citizen test that you have to take. And then you can have like, you know, whenever you cast your ballot, depending on if you passed or failed the citizen test, you can, a grinder kicks on, like a paper shredder kicks on when you put your ballot in, and you can just hear it in the backdrop in the quiet voting place go ring, ring, and then you get a sticker that says "I attempted to vote today." You know what I'm saying? You even get your participation award. I mean, be happy, right? You got your participation award. I mean, it's okay if your vote doesn't matter. It's all right, you know.
Would the libs or conservatives change things to voting? I don't know. Do a follow-up? It's popping off right now.
Flow,
Let me see if I can
100
find it.
joules by your boy Boigemeister. Damn, it's been a minute, Boigemeister. How you been, bro?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to look at that in just a couple of minutes. And give me one second. And Slava Ukraine, I'm going to Miami. Ukrainian female. Well, like, here's the way that I see it, right?
Well, yeah, don't forget to hit like and sub to the channel if you're new here. W-chat.
Women should not be fighting in wars. Like, I think that women can contribute to the war effort, but they should not be soldiers. Does that make sense?
I agree.
So, like, for example, there's a lot of logistics, there's a lot of things that women can help with, but I don't think that they should actually be, you know, shooting the guns and, you know, like, throwing the grenades and effectively, like, I don't want... Oh, bro.
I can't hear that music.
Average jog. If you can't 13 anymore, yeah, 13 was a long time ago.
That's already 11. Hold on. Let's we'll cover some more of that tomorrow. Hold on, let me get where's Fox? Ruh-roh. Let me get Fox. Do we have any updates from Foxy Doxy? Let's see, what do we got? Do we have anything new? Trump is facing a fork in the road with Iran, experts say. Revealed Trump explosive call with Netanyahu. Retired FBI agent exposes well-funded. Oh, here we go.
All right, let's bring in retired FBI supervisor, special agent, Fox News contributor, James Galliano. Brother, it's good to see you. So I saw your op-ed that you wrote the other day, and I think it's truly telling. This is what you said. I saw how leftists scarred our Vietnam vets. Anti-ICE mobs are...
No, that protest was from Paris or France. I don't fucking know the foreign countries like that, but we'll look at more of that tomorrow. But now we got anti-ICE mobs getting paid.
What do you mean by that?
Well, LJ, first of all, good morning. Good to join you. Yes, sadly, I see a symmetry here. And I witnessed it as a young kid when my father came back from Vietnam in 1967. And folks on the left, the counterculture hippies, decided to throw human excrement at the men that were getting off their plane at LAX out in California.
Bro, if I was president and there were my soldiers coming off of a plane and they were throwing shit at them, I would put them on their fucking knees and pop them in the back of the fucking head in front of those soldiers. Are you fucking kidding me? Ain't no way in hell. Not in my country. If I was president at the time, oh man.
And it's the same thing now.
They throwing shit like monkeys, bro.
I gotta
what is
say
that?
this, as a retired law enforcement officer and as a person who is a family member that works for the Department of Homeland Security, it's refreshing to see the secretary get out there and say zero tolerance. It's refreshing to see the acting attorney general, Todd Blanche, say, if you scream at agents and threaten their lives and their families' lives, we'll use facial recognition technology, we'll track you down, and we'll bring you to account.
That's right.
Lawrence, it's necessary, and I'm glad to see that this administration is taking this seriously.
So the administration is taking it seriously. You got a competent Secretary of Homeland Security. That matters a lot. You got Tom Homan that is leading many of these operations. He even went so far to even eat the food to prove a point that it is totally edible. But then you look on the other side, and this is what Cory Booker is saying. He says that ICE is out of control. This is the statement he put out. The reinstatement of family visits at Delaney Hall is overdue, and I'm grateful for the Governor Cheryl's work to help reinstate them. These visits never should have been suspended in the first place. I will continue to work with my colleagues in the congressional delegation to close this facility, and I won't vote for another dollar to reckless and out of control ICE. So 2 points on this, James. First of all, they had the visits before, but they had these protesters outside that were barricading the exits back and forth, so it was a security issue. But number two, it seems like this is the ultimate goal here, is to shut these detention facilities down.
Yeah, you're spot on there. Okay, so two things. One.
So what needs to happen then is they need to incite the Insurrection Act. Incite the Insurrection Act. It looks like the police are actually trying to work with ICE agents, and they need to completely remove the political officials in that state, put them in jail for treason, and continue pushing out these illegals. That's what you do. Use the Insurrection Act. Done. There's your due process right there.
One, these are not spontaneous, populist, organic uprisings of the people.
And the fact that they're getting paid to protest as well and cause this fucking violence means that it's not even a protest. It's a paid militia. If come to find out the state is paying these protesters, it's time for them to go. It is.
These are financed, whether they're international billionaires that have leftist leanings or folks in groups here in the United States, extremist groups. They're not organic. These folks are funded and they're well taken care of to cause havoc. Number two, Delaney Hall is a 1,000-bed private facility that is run by ICE. I believe it's the largest one on the East Coast, and it's doing exactly what it's charged to do. A number of politicians have been given tours there and said the food there is better than in our American prisons. The fact that the health department went through and gave it high ratings the other day. The inmates there are allowed to play soccer on manicured fields. This hysteria is partisan politics. And again, you've got to stop this early. If you allow these protesters, like happened in Minneapolis or during the Summer of Love back in 2020, to continue this, it'll just create more.
Yep.
That's what they want it to be, is Minneapolis. I'm glad it was nipped in the bud, though. James, thanks so much for joining the program.
Yeah, because the police were doing what they were supposed to be doing, which is protecting federal agents. Yeah, they were doing riot control like they're supposed to be doing. ICE agents are not trained in riot control. They're trained in the deportation of illegals. So whenever you have a bunch of people that are causing a lot of problems around ICE agents, accidents happens. You know what I'm saying?
President Trump telling ABC that a deal with Iran could happen over the next week. The president writing on Truth Social, quote, talks are continuing at a rapid pace with the Islamic Republic of Iran. And President Trump speaking to ABC about getting Israel and Hezbollah to agree to a ceasefire, saying, quote, there was a little glitch today, but I turned that one around very quickly. I spoke with Hezbollah and I said no shooting, and I talked to Bibi and said no shooting, and they both stopped shooting each other. U.S. Ambassador to NATO Matt Whitaker joins me now. We're going to get to the glitch as president.
So the president of the United States So why would it matter if Iran wasn't backing if Iran wasn't backing Hezbollah? Why would it matter if Israel attacks Hezbollah? Why would it matter to Iran if Israel was attacking Hezbollah in a non-Iran country? It's so blatantly obvious what is going on here. It is. And I hope Israel keeps killing Hezbollah. I do. There is no reason for Israel to not continue taking out these terrorists. Trump can sit on his fucking hands and twiddle his thumbs all day. But I hope that the other countries that have been dealing with this continue to systematically take these people out. For all the Middle East.
U.S. Ambassador to NATO Matt Whitaker joins me now. We're going to get to the glitch, as President Trump characterizes it, in a second. But I'm trying to view this back and forth, delay, no delay, ceasefire, through the lens of the American person watching right now, drinking their coffee. And it seems like we have a start, we have a stop, we have a start, we have a stop. So what do you want the American public to think when it comes to the constant promise that we're going to have a ceasefire, we're going to end this war, and then just a delay, mostly on the part of Iran?
Well, Todd, it's good to be with you. And what I would say on the Iran-U.S. conflict is, we will defend our interests. Obviously, the president is the negotiator in chief. He has negotiated an agreement that is, that he wants, and he's focused on the final details to make sure that among the most important things that Iran doesn't ever have a nuclear weapon. But, time and leverage are on the United States side.
So who should I be trusting? What media outlet? Where should I be getting my information then? Since you're so knowledgeable. If you roached out, I'm just gonna perma you. So you could either answer and accept your perma, or you can roach out and accept your perma. But where should I be getting my information? I'm surely you're gonna be different than the rest of the people that I pull up that say that my information from Fox News is wrong, right? Books, history books, stuff like that. Why would I go to books? Why would going to books help with the current events in Iran and Israel? Explain that to me. You're going to question. So you're going to answer my question, or I'm just going to perma you. Why? What information am I going to get from a book that I cannot get on legacy media, the internet, that is new breaking news? What book do I need to read that's going to keep me informed about current events? Provide more information, not just propaganda. Again, I'm going to ask you one more time. What book do I need to read in order to find out what's happening in Iran? The stuff you don't know. What a fucking retard. Get the fuck out of here, you loser. Read a book. Why? So I could be as retarded as you? Get the fuck out of here.
And
what an idiot.
I don't think
wasted too much time on that stupidity
right now to get the best deal in the interests of the United States and therefore the American people. And President Trump knows exactly what he wants, and he knows that he has everything on his side to make sure that he gets it. I mean, we have a blockade right now in the Strait of Hormuz, and Iran is on their back foot. Their military's been decimated. Their navy's at the bottom of the Gulf. And so there is just so much right now that the United States is holding all the cards. Right. And President Trump is going to make sure that if a deal is done, that it is a sustainable deal in the interest of America.
Sustainable is the key phrase there. You also mentioned the word leverage, and I want to highlight some reporting from Axios about a potentially tense conversation between Trump and Netanyahu. Quote, summarizing Trump's remarks to Netanyahu, the U.S. official said, "You're bleeping crazy. You'd be in prison if it weren't for me. I'm saving your bleeping. Everybody hates you now. Everybody hates Israel because of this." A second source briefed on the call said Trump was, I'm going to say this, pissed. And at one point yelled at Netanyahu, "What the bleep are you doing?" Less on the back and forth between Netanyahu and Trump, because let's face it, they're one of our greatest allies. That relationship is strong. But how can the Trump administration prevent Iran from using the issue of Lebanon and Israel's involvement with Lebanon as leverage against us? How does the Trump administration do that?
Well, obviously, we want the entire region of the Middle East, whether it's Lebanon, whether it is Iran, whether it is, the government in Iraq or Syria or anywhere in that region. We want peace to break out across the region. And all of it's related because these...
You want peace? Kill all the terrorists. That's what you do. If you want peace throughout the entire region, kill all the terrorists. That's what you do.
Hezbollah is a proxy group for Iran. Hamas is a proxy group for Iran. Mm-hmm. The Houthis are a proxy group for Iran. And so, Iran's
I'm sure the list keeps going. I'm sure it just keeps going.
And is in all of these conflicts, and they are related. But again, President Trump, is unafraid to talk to anybody at any time and tell him how it should be and how it must be. And that's the thing that the United States, because of his leadership and because of the awesome power of our military, we can stand behind those requests. And we aren't afraid, and we're coming from a position of power. And that's where we will always be. And that's where the American people want us. But, the situation between Hezbollah and Israel is, again, it's existential for Israel. Ultimately,
it's funny because they can't even claim that they don't have proxy terrorism anymore, because when Israel is attacking Hezbollah and Iran has a problem with it, it's hilarious because they're trying to claim that they don't have proxy terrorism, yet they get mad whenever their proxy terrorists get attacked. Well, if they have no affiliation with you, then why are you getting mad? I think that what Israel is doing to the Hezbollah soldiers is a great idea. I think that if Iran wants to sit here and fuck around, Trump should let Israel just bomb as many of the Hezbollah as possible and take them out. If that makes Iran upset, then that's just too bad. Because the longer that we sit here, the more that other countries around the world are going to become, well, let's just say it, nervous because the Strait of Hormuz isn't opening and you're fucking everyone around. And it's enough of this. If Israel it continues to go against what Trump is saying and continues to bomb Hezbollah, I think this is a damn good thing. At least somebody's doing something.
Have received rockets. You know this, Todd. They have received rockets for years from territory in Lebanon, and they are, I think, once and for all trying to root that out. Now, could they go too far? Is that a concern? Maybe. Certainly, if they get all the way to Beirut and start, attacking the capital city of Lebanon. But President Trump understands how it all fits together and is negotiating a comprehensive deal. If the Iranians,
he needs to do that faster so that way the Iranian, the IRGC can tell him no, so they can go back to bombing. Look, the United States government could fuck around with the Americans all they want, but there are other countries that are suffering because of these Hezbollah terrorists, and they've had enough of it. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit.
Include the Hezbollah issue in that, and it can be negotiated, then I'm sure President Trump will find a way to include that. But again, he holds all the cards, and he's going to decide the deal that is going to be on the table and accepted.
As the U.S. ambassador to NATO, we would be remiss if we did not ask you about this quickly. President Trump reportedly telling Turkey and its president Erdogan that he plans to visit their country for a NATO summit in July. This is a big NATO summit. What would President Trump's presence in Turkey at this summit, Mr. Ambassador, mean for the future of the alliance?
Well, I mean, obviously, President Trump is the key to the alliance and the summit. Last year in The Hague, he was there. We got the 5% commitment, which is historic and wouldn't have happened without President Trump's leadership. Now we have the report card. Now we find out what have our allies been doing over the last year and what are their plans in the future. And that includes things not only ramping up spending, but most importantly, acquiring capabilities, tanks, airplanes, air defense systems, counter UAS, all of the armaments and weapons that we need to deter and defend every inch of the alliance. And we also need to continue this project that we have started, which is handing over the conventional defense of the European continent to the Europeans. We're making progress. Is it fast enough? Probably not, but we're going to keep pushing as hard as we can. And President Trump being...
What a joke, man. All we can do is wait, guys. Unfortunately, that's all we got. Okay, we're gonna move into the body cam because I gotta. Oh man, oof. Gotta knock this out so we can roll up out of here. Let's see. Aaron, body cam. Let's see. What do we got today? What is it? It's like blue. What is it? Oh geez, come on. Code blue cam. Code blue cam. I want a Karen video. That's what I want. Maybe this one? If you're new here, sub to the show and hit like on the stream. I do politics every day, 8 a.m. to... Oh, I do, the stream every day from 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Join the Discord. We got a Discord W chat. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it.
On February 10th, 2023, a deputy observed a driver who was operating a vehicle with a revoked driver's license in Whiting, Wisconsin.
Every day. Yeah, I'm here every day. Sorry about that. Every day we cover politics. Every day. It's usually about like the midstream, and it lasts for a good long while, typically. So
we'll be in the McDill Pond parking lot. Driver will be Nicole, passenger Irving.
10-4, and you're in the boat launch parking.
10-4.
Upon approach of the vehicle,
spam DMs. Let me see. Spam DMs. What the hell is a spam DM? Spam DMs? What's that? Oh yeah, there. I'll post a screenshot later. Okay.
a 33-year-old female
let's
driver
go, let's
named
get it.
Nicole immediately acknowledged having a suspended license. It was evident this...
And she's still driving? Did you immediately put her in jail? If you're driving with a suspended license, you should just immediately go to jail. No questions asked. They should tow your car and put your ass in jail.
hadn't been her first encounter with the police.
Oh my god, so stupid. Like, what?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm the sheriff's office. The reason I'm stopping you is because you're suspended, Nicole.
Thank you. For that, I just ran out of gas too. Do you want it?
What's that? You ran out of gas?
Yeah, I just ran out of gas, literally.
Okay. All right. Do you have your ID card on you at all?
No, you know who I am.
Okay. What about you? Do you? Irvin, you don't have anything?
See,
Okay.
do you see what I mean?
All right.
Why are you even ask?
Okay. Do you have insurance on the vehicle?
Nope, I don't.
Okay. Where's the weed at?
There is no weed in my car.
How come it smells like weed?
Because it always smells like weed. Can you please read the reports? Okay. It always smells like weed. I smoke in my garage. My car's in my garage. I have a son this time in the car that I just picked up from school. I'm not doing this.
Well,
with
maybe you should have thought about that. Why didn't you let the other guy drive? You could have let the other guy drive the car. I mean, you don't have to sit here and be combative. Like, they're not going to let you go. They're going to, like, they should be putting you in jail. No questions asked. They should just put you in jail. Like, why is it that you think that now that you've been pulled over that you just get a one out? Like, no. Oh, my son's in the car. You can't arrest me. No, fuck you. Put her in jail.
I know, Nicole.
Put her in jail.
Okay.
Done.
So-
Problem solved. Like,
what you guys got to do, but there's no weed in my car, and nobody's smoking weed with my kid in the car.
Okay, so when was the last time you smoked weed in your car? Huh?
I smoked weed in my garage yesterday, which my car is literally in my tiny garage. So if it smells like reefer, it's because I smoke good reefer. And this is the story I tell every single one of you.
well, maybe if your car smells like marijuana and it's a problem and police keep pulling you over and telling you your car smells like marijuana, maybe you shouldn't park your car inside of the garage when you smoke marijuana. It takes like 5 seconds to pull your car out of the garage.
Every time you guys do this, so. Story never changes.
Did you have your seatbelt on?
Nope, I did not, probably.
Wow.
Did
Why
you have
am I
yours
not
on,
surprised?
Irving?
He didn't.
Didn't? Okay. All right, so there's nothing in the car?
Nope.
At all?
No.
Okay. And that's your son in the back, you said?
My son, yes.
Okay. All right, just hang tight for me.
Due to the odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle, the deputies found it probable to be searched.
You just scrolled into the best stream on YouTube. That's what you did. And I'm here every day at 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Join the Discord.
6-9, I'm also be going out on a search shortly. You see if the city maybe has a female.
White 33. Alert, revoke driver's license.
Well, they are. She told you that it was suspended, brother.
Howdy.
What's the good word?
A whole lot. She parked here, or?
No, she's coming by McDill there at the intersection. I turned around and she pulled in here. She said she just ran out of gas, apparently.
Okay.
That's what she said. So.
You got an extra pair of gloves I could borrow?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, she said she smoked in it the other day.
Okay.
Well, she said, but there's nothing in there.
Since 2007, Nicole has been issued 27 citations just.
Why is this lady allowed to own a car at this point? 27 citations just for driving a vehicle without license? Well, she obviously doesn't care. Just take her car away, then she won't have anything to drive.
For driving a vehicle without
Auction
a license,
that bitch off,
totaling over $5,000.
How's it going, guys? You ran out of gas? Or you're, like, legitimately? I'm just asking.
People like cops should ask people if they ever need help.
Sure, and that's what I'm doing right now. So
We do
what?
have gas, but I'm just saying I got my kid in the car this time, so I'm not gonna do what everybody thinks I'm gonna do.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm gonna be calm and nice.
Okay, well, I guess what it looks like to us is that you see a cop, you pull into a driveway. So, I mean, that's what it looks like to us. I get it. If you ran out of gas, you ran out of gas. Like in a gas can.
Ah! That makes sense. So they were going to pull her over originally because of her suspended license, but she had pulled over trying to act like she was done driving so that way it wouldn't come to an actual a road violation, right? That's clever. It's a shame that it didn't work for you this time, huh? Man, I would assume that there's no way her gas is empty.
Okay, good deal. All right. Almost made it.
Yes. Why do you guys bring so many sheriffs every time you guys pull me over?
Well, from your last traffic stop, that's why.
You really don't have anything
Oh my God, I remember this.
better to do on New Year's Eve.
Right.
I didn't do
If
anything
you were
illegal
important,
because
you know
you're
why?
lazy and you don't.
And there it is. It's because she was being belligerent before. I love it whenever a bunch of police officers roll up and they're like, oh, why did you get so many police officers? And you see like this screen, you see this recording of her going absolutely banshee mode on a cop. This is
Want
why.
to pull over somebody where you have to do paperwork.
Who has a suspended driver's license?
Oh,
Okay.
why was there so many on my last traffic stop?
Hopefully not, right, guys?
There were so many at your last traffic stop because you had 27 violations. Is that good enough reason for you?
Okay.
I know
All right.
that's
No, that's really not true.
people are disrespecting me. I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Well, I don't think we're being disrespectful right now. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Fair enough. That's your right to believe that.
Remember, it's the cop's fault. Lady driving around with 27 citations and a suspended driver's license, but it's the police officer's fault. Always remember that.
What's it smell like? Just weed? Pretty strong or?
Moderate. Yeah, I'd say it's good enough. She said she smoked in it yesterday. Oh. But it's, yeah, it's definitely there.
4.5 some million views, and I don't get no money.
Is that what it's up to right now?
Oh my God! So so she got the video that she ended up being a part of got 4.5 million views. I bet that dude made bank off of that video.
Can I get the police department in trouble for like the harassment me and my child are getting?
I don't understand what you're asking.
Like I have threats in my inboxes and
Obviously, that's not acceptable, right?
so like why is this being able to be posted? Why is this camera?
Well, they think that they can do whatever they want because they don't ever face any repercussions for sitting here and driving with 27 citations and a suspended driver's license. Of course they do whatever they want because they're being allowed to.
That's up to the whatever.
You shouldn't even be able to own a vehicle if you've got 27 citations and a suspended driver's license. They need to like impound that bitch and leave it there.
It's not the department that posted it.
Isn't that a little childish? Isn't that?
That's what they do. They subpoena videos and they do that. So we're not the ones that posted it. It's not up to us. If they request it, we got to give it to them.
It's one of you guys' YouTube channel, huh?
I'm sorry. What? It's one of us? No, that's not true either. So
We were trying to figure out who it was for a long time.
You have to come and meet me. I'll give autographs.
We'll just pull them all out, and then we just won't search her until Hanson gets here, and then Hanson can search her. Stay with her.
Irving, all right, why don't you hop out, please?
Nicole, can you open the door for me?
If there is nobody there that can legally drive the car, they have to impound it. They have to by law. They can't just leave it there. In all honesty, they should impound it as evidence because the crime that she's currently committing is driving on a suspended license. So, in technicality, they should be impounding it for that reason. Now, if I was the responding police officer to this, I would impound it because I don't want this crazy schizo driving, because as soon as she gets out of jail, she's going to be doing that. So, I would make the process as painful as possible to keep her off the roadway and taking her ability to drive with a son or daughter or child in the back seat.
All right.
But that's just me.
Step off for me.
Dude, don't do this shit with my kid. I want my kid out of the car. This is so weird that you guys
Keep your kid in the car. What you need your kid out of the car for other than to stir up drama? No. They need to pull your ass behind those police cruisers over there and talk to you about how stupid you are.
And especially with my kid in the car, you guys got it coming out.
Why is it weird?
You're right. The child is in the car, and that's where the child should stay, in the car.
Because it's uncalled for.
Why?
Because we're out of gas. Why not be a cop? Like, you guys say you help people and you're not out just to arrest.
Put more gas in your car so that way you can go and drive around with 27 violations and a suspended driver's license? No.
People for things? But why not ask, like, what's up with the car problems? And then, by the way, you do have a suspended license.
Yeah.
Why put that
It's actually revoked.
Why do you need this many officers?
Wait, they both?
It's actually revoked.
Why do you need this many officers?
Because we're gonna search your car because it smells like marijuana.
It smells like marijuana every time, and you guys don't search it half the time.
Okay. Well, I wasn't there for those other times, so I don't know what to tell you.
If a car smells like marijuana, we search it. That's just
Okay. Well, there was how many of last time, and on the video it shows that he says it smelled like alcohol and marijuana.
Well, he did search it, I think, and it's
barely, and then
I'm not certain.
What happened?
He probably didn't have to search it very long because he found the weed, dumbass. No shit. Yeah, big surprise. Once they find the drug they need to convict your ass, they don't need to search it.
Passes. What happened in the past?
There's a female officer coming from
I mean, they'll probably do a more thorough search whenever they impound it for evidence, but like...
We're going to wait till she gets here to search you, okay?
Come on, man.
Well, these deputies are staying with you. We're going to search the car, okay?
Dude, why don't you guys pull over meth heads or crackheads? Like, you actually would find something. No, you don't.
We were arrested a couple this
week.
week.
You guys are so worried about being up my asshole. Your mom literally gets harassed like a person that is literally...
You're being harassed because all they have to do is scan your plate and then see that you're driving on a suspended driver's license, jackass. Come on.
He said I'm revoked, so I'm going to jail.
This sounds like a good community. I should move here. Where's this at?
I don't have an OWI on my record.
It can be revoked for DOT action or non-compliance as well.
Like Department of Transportation?
Yeah, that's who actually revokes it and stuff. We don't suspend or
Well,
revoke
I can't
them.
go to jail. I have my child here. And
We don't-
I'm not going to jail.
Yeah, we don't usually take people to jail for operating while revoked.
So, does Portage County usually do that then?
We usually just write a ticket.
This is so upsetting, dude. My heart breaks every time this shit happens. Like, this is why I do not... I will never
stop doing it!
All you guys, if I ever
Every time I commit a crime, it makes my little heart break. Well, stop fucking doing it, dumb. Like, if you're gonna sit there and hit your head, hit yourself in the head with a hammer, and it fucking hurts, maybe you should stop doing it. Like, what is this mindset? This victim mentality, bro.
For them doing this, and then mommy can't keep up with the tickets. I was on a payment plan. I was paying $50 every month for tickets. It was an unpaid speeding ticket, and your mom didn't have money, and I forgot about it. So then it grabbed up, and then
I know, right? Like,
while I was
dude,
driving, I got more tickets.
Obviously
Can't stop
insane.
driving when you have a child.
Obviously insane.
Did you try applying for like an occupational or anything? Because you can get an occupational even if you have a suspended or like revoked license.
Yeah, I thought I was for sure way over the limit of getting that from all the... I get literally harassed every single day by Stevens Point, Portage County, or you guys. This is why I don't take you driving anywhere. I don't take you to drive things around.
You know what you do? Here's a cheat code. Don't smoke drugs and drive. Don't drink and drive. Get your shit situated because you're a full-grown adult trying to use the victim card on something that is self-caused. And the last thing, keep your nose clean. Just don't commit the crime. You know it's a crime. They keep haggling you for it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. What do you think happens when you look down the barrel of the gun and you keep pulling the trigger? Like, come on.
Originally, it was your mom's fault because I tried to do right and I was on a payment plan, but they keep pulling you over, so you can't do that. Then they give you another $250.
Like, driving is not a necessity. It is a, what's the word for it? There's a word for it. It's not a right, it's a privilege. Driving is a privilege.
Look hard enough, you might find some stems on the floor if you look hard.
We're not going to charge you for stems being on the floor.
The only one that needs to be searched is her. Can you search her quick?
Nicole?
Yeah, Nicole.
Is it mostly blunts that you guys smoke, or what do you?
I smoke blunts.
Blunts? Okay.
Yes.
You guys ever use like the
Type?
THC
Pens?
pens? Yeah.
I don't like them.
No. Okay. All right.
How'd you
guys vape at all?
No, you get water in your lungs.
Yeah. Whose vape is this?
That is actually a
Yo, W20 bomb. W20s. W20s. What do we got here? We got a $20 by. What is it? Oh, there it goes. Gorba Glor Thara 599 W20. Good morning, kinda afternoon. Yeah, we streaming a little late today, but that's okay. When you're on every day, it's always a good day. Oh, wait, stop. Afternoon, I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope people are not having the urge to piss off law enforcement of any unforeseen reasons. No, not here. At least not yet. So far, this has been pretty civil. Surprisingly, this has been pretty civil. W$20, by the way, W$20.
Nice try, though, sir.
So when was the last time you smoked?
I smoked yesterday in my garage. I told you this.
That was your last time?
Yes.
How come it smells that bad in there?
Because my garage is small. And my car is in my garage. It's enclosed. I don't open up my garage. I don't want my neighbors to smell the weed. So you're really going to make me explain all this in front of my 15-year-old son, dude. He doesn't.
Wait, whoa. Hold on. Wait. Run that by me again. Run that by me again.
Dude, you're really going to make me explain all this in front of my 15-year-old son, dude. He doesn't.
15-year-old son? What? The kid's got like maybe like 4 years left of being a child. Like, I'm over here thinking it's like a baby in the backseat. What? Oh my God, this lady is a professional victim. Put her ass in jail. Put her in jail.
It's all out on the table now.
Put her in jail just for being a professional victim.
That's horrible, dude. You guys already did enough with that video. My
cry about it. Oh.
Getting harassed at school. I'm getting harassed.
Hey, that's what happens whenever someone pulls you over and you start acting like a bitch. If you didn't want the hate, maybe you should have spread it, bitch. If you don't want the hate, then don't spread it.
I never get a job in this town because of that video. That was dirty. And then literally let me go. And never found drugs, never found anything, and you guys are doing it again.
Well, that's all open record.
Well, you have 27 citations. That's more than enough to get your license revoked, moron.
You don't do anything as far as sharing videos.
You've been trying to figure out who requested.
I'm gonna literally have you guys running around in circles.
Like, come on, bro. Like, what the fuck is this? Holy shit. What a fucking... Dude, this mindset. This mindset is a cancer. It is a blight to humanity.
I'm gonna have you guys running around in circles for people because I know so many people. You guys are gonna be chasing motherfucking tails.
But Nicole, if somebody does an open records request, we have to release that video.
Okay, I don't care really. Can we get on with this so I don't like my kid outside the car?
Yeah, they can go sit back in the car, but I gotta talk to you.
He is scared.
I just want to know that was the last time you smoked weed was
yesterday. Yes.
All right, go ahead and take a seat back in your car.
Is there enough in there to get to gas station? I don't know.
Hopefully, it sounds like there's something in there.
Okay, all right. Well, if we need to give you a ride over there, we can do that.
Yeah, thank you.
Whenever you get enough in there, try to start it up, and you can shut it off right away. But if not, I can give you a ride.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Even if it's straight up the road and shit here, I think there should be enough in here to get it up there.
Okay.
Especially just up the road.
Well, if you want to try to fire it up now, otherwise, I mean, I'm sure you guys want to get on your way. So.
Bro, I know they ain't about to let her drive off with a suspended driver's license. What's even the point of suspending the driver's license? This is for, dude, this is crazy,
I'm fine giving you a ride. Yep.
Alright, were you able to get your car started at all?
I didn't even try.
Yo!
Come on, there we go.
Okay, you're gonna be able to get to the gas station, you think? Okay. So you're gonna get some citations, okay, Nicole? One's for your revoked, so operator revoked, having no insurance, and then not wearing your
You realize if you guys just gave me a break on like the ticketing and like not pulling over, like turning a blind eye, literally sometimes I could catch up and I would have my license back.
Here's the deal, Nicole, okay? If you just stop driving all in general and you get rides
Yeah, there you go.
places, then you'd probably
Who's
get your
gonna give
license.
me rides?
I'm sure you have family members that have valid licenses, correct?
Maybe you should have thought about that before you committed the crimes that got you 27 citations and a suspended driver's license. Maybe you should have thought about that while you were doing the dumb shit that you were doing that got you into the situation. How about that? That's not the police's problem that you can't keep your damn head clean.
Oh God, you don't know me.
Alright, so all the citations, the 4 of them have non-mandatory court dates, March 20th.
Bro, she got 4 citations.
Same court date for all 4. Do you have any questions?
She got 4. She's got 30 citations, bro.
So you're gonna have to find a valid driver for me, okay?
Yeah, bro.
Do you have any questions for me? Okay.
What an
Nicole
idiot.
was cited for operating while revoked, operating a motor vehicle without insurance, vehicle operator failure to wear a seatbelt, and operator failure to have passenger seat belted. The citations totaled to 400.
Yo, she already had $5,000 and 27 citations. Dude.
$120. Head over to codebluecam.com.
Oh, bro, W code blue. Man, I love seeing people hit themselves with a hammer and then wonder why it hurts. Stupid asses, man. Dude, these people are great. I just can't, bro. It's like gold, bro. All right, guys, we got to roll up out of here. I got to make these videos, man. I got to make sure that I get them all ready and set up. I've also got to clip out the videos for this weekend as well, so I got quite a bit to do whenever I get off stream right now. W chat. As always, you guys are freaking awesome. Awesome, man. Let me tell you what. You guys are beast mode and out. I got 3 viewers over on Twitch. If you guys start when y'all watch the stream, if y'all could just pull up the Twitch on the other on like a different web browser or something and kind of put the volume like real quiet during the streams, I'll eventually get monetized on Twitch and I might make a little tiny bit of money on Twitch as well. So if you guys want to help out with that as well, that would definitely do wonders. W chat either way. W chat, W donos, W jewels, W gifted membership. Y'all are awesome as always. I will see y'all tomorrow, bright and early. Stay safe out there. Stay away from crazy people. Hopefully we don't have as many problems as we did today with the stream. It looks like it kind of balanced itself out. I don't know what was going on earlier. I don't know what that was about, but hopefully things have gotten fixed. I don't think it's the internet. That's what's weird about this. I don't know what's going on. It usually kind of bugs out the first of the month, but like OBS is also giving me trouble, which is really weird. So all I can really do is kind of like start the stream up and hope that everything goes according to plan. But we gonna be here tomorrow bright and early. Stay safe, stay friendly, stay away from crazy people. Enjoy the rest of y'all's day. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change their whole life or their whole day. You never know. And I will see you guys bright and early first thing tomorrow. Peace! Thank you, chat. Y'all are awesome.
So instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be